Hello everyone, it is Thursday night and that means it is time for Explorations once again with me, your host, Leslie Tanner. And we are about to embark on an exploration quite unlike explorations before. Now, if you've grown up Catholic, you are certainly no stranger to the role of the mysteries. There are mysteries around us, and tonight we explore one of the greatest, and tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Hello everyone and welcome back. What is that? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Perfect production. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner and this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Explorations, for those of you, if you are new tonight, Explorations is not just a community, not just a group of friends, but it is primarily a place where we come together to explore the universe, both within and without, to ask the questions, to relax, question, express, and explore as we dive into the self and the world around us, to ultimately become the version of ourselves that we know is down in there. It's sort of like taking some sort of pick and a hammer and chiseling away. And today's just another day that we chisel to find what's underneath, to affirm what we know is underneath. We all know the power that we have coursing through our veins. Wouldn't you like more energy? Wouldn't you like to just feel more confident as the day goes on? Wouldn't you like to make more money? Wouldn't you like to cure your mental illness? Well, all of that can happen and more here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I am your host, Leslie Tanner, and this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, we have quite a bit to get to tonight, and I'm very excited, but mostly I'm excited to hear from you. We're going to be opening the lines up in just a second. But before we do, I just have a couple bits of business to get through with you all, if you'll bear with me. Now, first of all, we have a new sponsor. We were dropped by Women's Shoes. Hello, Mary. Hello, Doofus, Waxy, Civic TV. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. We ran into each other in a chat just yesterday. For a fellow explorer, ZXC, whose channel I cannot, and same with Civic. Mullet, I haven't seen you in a couple days. It's great to see you in the chat. These two channels, though, I can't recommend them enough. Civic TV, they run very select, very choice, wonderful movie schedulings. Please check them out. Also, ZXC, fantastic hardware glitch channel, second to none. Really wonderful stuff. Hopefully he can make an appearance. They can make an appearance. I have no idea what you are, but I cherish you and I cherish your warmth, and I have I wish nothing but respect and success for you and your channel. But anyway, cheers. Great to be here. Wonderful. Hello, Static. It's great to see you. It's a weekend, so I'm sipping on a little bit of whiskey right now. Well, it's not technically a weekend, but it is in the spirit, in my spirit right now. And anyway, let's see here. A couple orders of business before we get rocking and rolling. Yeah, great stuff on ZX's channel. Fully recommend. But before that, even more than ZX's channel, I do have an advertisement for today. It is Olin Mills Portrait Studio. I don't know if you're familiar with the Olin Mills in the mall. They're very professional, very amazing portraits for the individual, for the family, for a couple, for I've seen someone pose a dead body at Olin Mills. There's one photographer in particular. His name is Larry. He will take pictures of dead bodies at Olin Mills. You just have to call ahead and let him know. And they bring it in the back. They have a different door for dead bodies to take pictures at Olin Mills. Larry is very professional. I watched him work for about 4 hours the other day. Several dead bodies, very efficient, very professional. So had them set up playing set up like a tennis player. He has a series of wires that he shoves into the back of the dead body, and it holds it upright. So it's basically you could really you can shape the dead body however you want. So the things that I saw were a tennis player. I saw somebody playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I saw somebody chasing birds. They also had some live birds for that, and it kind of added a nice color to the session. So Olin Mills, I can't speak highly enough of the work they do over there. I'm going to put that on the screen one more time. I asked the owner to send me like a logo or something, and he just looks like he took a real dog shit picture of the front of the store, and I hopefully we'll be able to get a new one if they're going to sponsor us again, because it doesn't look good. I know everybody just kind of knows where it's at. It's one of those places everybody just kind of gets it, but at the same time, it doesn't represent your company very well. It doesn't represent the hard work that you and your staff, especially Larry, puts into the business. So maybe we could get a new picture next time if you're in the chat. Anyway, that is our sponsor for tonight. ZXC, thank you for the raid and welcome. Welcome to Explorations. ZXC, I can't recommend his channel enough. Wonderful hardware, video glitch art, top notch, second to none. Please check it. Just give it a follow. Last I checked, he doesn't have a very strict schedule, but feel free to tune in and check it out. It's free. Massive raid, really coming through. Thank you. Really blessed us tonight. Really blessed us tonight. For sure. So as usual, this is a forum from which we explore the self and the world. And this can be a very fun process, but can also be a very intense process, a very labor-intensive process. Now, and I, within the process, within the dynamic, within the discourse, I serve the role of sort of a go-between. You channel energy and you send it. Whether you're one of the first callers tonight or whether you're one of the lurkers in the back. I just want you to know that I cherish you and I love you, and I wish I could hold you like you were my child. And my job, though, whether you're hiding and checking things out and waiting for the right moment to jump in, or if you're one of the louder members, such as Carmichael, who is the King Mod, and he has a special presentation for us tonight. But anyway, but either way, my name is Leslie. I am the host of Explorations. And what that means is that I am a host. I'm a conduit of energy that we all bring to the forum of Exploration. So if you're feeling good, please welcome Harry. Harry, welcome to the fold. This is Explorations. You are cherished. You have a home. This doesn't have to be the home, but it is a home. Feel free to explore the avenues below and the channel points as we guide our exploration tonight. As we guide our exploration, both as individuals and as a collective. There's no telling where it will go. There's no telling what there is to discover. So, as you know, I am Leslie, and I am the host of Explorations, and I act as a conduit for your energy. I receive your energy through chats, through messages, through calls, through if you interact with me on Twitter. I take in the energy. I take in the energy, and I send it through my system. Doofus, thank you so much for the thank you so much for the bits. Bless you. Bless you. Early on bit donation. The community grows with each bit, with each message. Oh my gosh, and there we are. Butter Nichols, you have opened up a hype train. I still don't completely understand what that is, but I am thankful for it. We're all blessed by it, whatever it is. And as I act as a conduit for us all, though, it is important, it is imperative that you know where Leslie's at. It's important that you know, like if you're plugging something into the wall and it's wet, you got to be ready because it's probably gonna start a fire or jump the electricity out. And if I'm blow a wet couple holes, then you need to know about that before you start sticking shit in me. And that's exactly what I'm about to do right now. I'm gonna let you know how Leslie is. And Leslie is feeling humble tonight. Leslie is feeling humble tonight. I'm going to go ahead and change the vibe a little bit. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Hold on 1 second. There's an old button. So guys, listen. I need to go in and do something real quick. Please forgive me. Oh boy. I didn't do it, but I'm going to do it. Everyone close their eyes, because I have to go into OBS real fast. Yeah, I don't know if Carmichael knows, but he's going to. I'm kind of going to make him do it, because he's the king mod, and that's that. Let's see here. I know it's going to get weird for a second. Just hang with me. Hang with me. Bless you all. Bless you. Bless each of you. Shut up. Bless each of you as you boost. The pipe train's been boosted. Waxy? You just went wild. Okay. Thank you. Gosh, dang, man. That's here we are. Okay, there we are. Now, guys, it's critical that you know where I'm coming from. I'm feeling very humble tonight. I need some more viewer people. Get this boost going. Does the boost like pump you up in the main page? Who knows? The work that we need to do is here with us right now. If other people find us and we find them, then that is ordained by the universe that we are a part of, the universe that we the closer we look, the less we can tell the difference between us and the world around us. We embody that which we seek, even now, as I share with you. So today, I had a very humbling experience. I'll tell you about it right now. I started today. I'm gonna do a little bit of relax. Let's start off with a relax. Civic, thank you. You've been in here for 5 minutes already. You are such a fundamental piece of what we're building here with each other. The light that we foster in this community is second to none. There's no Twitch channel like this one. Many Twitch channels can claim to say the same things, offer the same solutions, but they are ass comparatively. You know, bless each one of them on their journeys, but things are different here, and I know we all feel that. Okay, so listen, today I had a really funny experience at Casual Mail. I don't know if you're familiar with Casual Mail, the big and tall store. I'm a tall guy that is just tall. I'm not necessarily that big, just kind of a long man. And I step into that store looking for a new shirt. Hopefully a turtleneck, but honestly, I'm open. I'm open to what the universe wants to show me, as I am every single time I step foot into Casual Mail. Gifting, yeah. Dan, 2 months, partly a gift. You guys we're in level 3? Holy shit, all right, that's cool. Well, okay, so I stepped inside of this Casual Mail. I stepped inside, and I'm ready. I'm open. I feel, I'm fully clothed, but I feel more naked than I've ever felt in my life. I feel exposed, like I'm glowing, like someone exfoliated and shaved my entire body, and the cold wind is licking my skin, like with a whip. The cold wind whips and licks my skin, but I'm really just looking around for shirts to the outside. For those of you that know me, I'm sure you'd see me, you say, whoa, what's going on? That guy looks naked. It's kind of upsetting, kind of off-putting. I don't know if this is appropriate. But if you don't know me, you're just like, this guy's looking for shirts. And so I look for shirts. And the thing about big and tall, I don't know if we have any tall fellas in the chat right now. I would love to hear from you about your experience with Casual Mail or big and tall stores in general. Is that therefore big guys, fat guys that happen to be tall, not necessarily for just tall guys. Try to go find a large tall or an extra large tall, and you might as well go to Baby Gap and start putting on shirts and then get put down by the security guard with a taser because it's just you're kind of a sick person. And even though you're just trying your best, and that's happened to one of my clients recently once. They're not necessarily big, but they were having an episode. They reverted back to an infancy, and they went to a Baby Gap, and all the Baby Gaps within the county, actually, there's 4 of them here, and went to all 4 trying on the baby clothes. And by the time he got to the 4th one, the security guard was like, you better not. You better not. We heard about you. And this person was, they have that sort of look in their eyes where they're looking through you. They're like in another world, very dissociative look in their eyes. And they attempted to put on this little girl's shirt that says, like, Baby Queen, drama for sale. And it would barely fit over their head. They took off all their clothes to put this little thing that fit over their head, and they got tased for a long time. It wasn't just to put them down and then get them arrested and contain their energy. It was sort of a punitive, wrathful thing, which I can't blame. I enjoy exerting wrath from time to time. I wish it to happen to people that I don't care about, though. And in this instance, I did kind of care about this person, so I was distressed to hear about it. Regardless, if you're a big guy and tall, big and tall is for you. If you're not big but tall, big and tall is not for you. So I went and looked for this shirt and couldn't find it. However, there's a sales associate that kind of followed me around the store. Waxy! Out of control. Holy shit. All right. Waxy's VIP here. Waxy is also the channel father, channel papa. I don't know what variation of a word you'd like, Waxy. Please let me know. You can let me know in private or go ahead and shout it off in the chat. Papa, father, daddy, dad. We can all call you dad. So the sales associate kind of followed me around. I'm getting, astray. I'm just so excited to be with you and share with you. But to kind of refocus on my experience at the Casual Mail, I was I was followed by a sales associate for about 30 minutes who just kept saying, "Nice shirt. Nice shirt." He just kept telling me I had a nice shirt on. And I said, "I'm actually looking for another shirt." And he's like, "But that shirt on you have is so nice." And eventually it became clear that he was having also some kind of break from reality, some sort of nervous breakdown. Eventually an ambulance called. He had passed out, wasn't breathing. So I gave him mouth to mouth and full CPR, the whole thing. Eventually brought him back to life, held him until the ambulance came. I did not get a shirt, but it did make me think about today's theme, which is pretty interesting. One of the great mysteries, I brought this up in the intro, and there are great mysteries around us that sort of that lie outside of the purview of modern science, of modernity as a whole. And we're going to explore one of those mysteries tonight, and it is male fashion. Tonight we're talking about male fashion. If you want to see the theme again, simply type theme into the chat to give yourself a little reminder. Tonight we're going to be discussing male fashion, the do's, the don'ts. Where are we going? Where did we come from with male fashion? Does it matter at all? Should you even look like you're trying? How hard should you look like you're trying? I'm sure the answers to these questions are just as myriad as the number of questions themselves that we all have about male fashion. And I couldn't be more excited to get into all this with you tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and open the lines. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to open it for real. JJ, bless you. Oh, did it work? That's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. I love when everything works like it's supposed to, just like that. Let's see here. Voice. All right, 312-612-0853. Tonight we're discussing male fashion, the do's, the don'ts, the highs, the lows. What are some examples of male fashion? Maybe you could drop a link to an image in the chat and we can all explore maybe some high or low points of male fashion. Maybe you have some male fashion you'd like to share with us. Maybe you have a father or boyfriend or a son or brother that you dressed pretty well and you'd like to share those pictures in our first call tonight. Namaste. I'm going to bring our first caller on. Also, good evening to the poopers. Gaming Soul. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
You can call me King Streamer.
King Streamer. Well, you're going to have to get in line because I am... this is Carmichael, right?
Well, depends.
On what?
I could be Bus Michael tonight if you want. Or Truck Michael.
That
Plain
Carmichael
Michael.
wit. That is whatever you say, Carmichael. That is so funny.
Motorcycle Michael?
Those of you that don't know, are not familiar with Carmichael in the chat, Carmichael is the recently crowned King Mod. Waxy! What the heck? This is insane. All right.
Waxy Taps is absolutely titillating me in the most beautiful ways that have never happened before.
It's really... Waxy's... Yeah, thank you, Waxy. So,
there's so many colors on the screen. Never seen it before.
Don't look at the screen right now. Just listen to my voice, Carmichael. I'm going to tell the chat, those that are not familiar with you, to give them a little bit of a background or how we've arrived at where we are. Now, up until recently, JJ Plays was the first moderator and the king moderator of this channel. He ruled as a benevolent tyrant with a laser bead trained on all of our backs, waiting for us to say a slur or make some sort of unsavory comment that could get us banned. However, let's see here. How do I say this? Carmichael challenged him over the series of several streams and declared himself a sort of interim king. And after a couple streams, JJ folded. JJ quit and kind of laid his head down. He's still a moderator. He's still a cherished member of this community, and hopefully we'll be able to hear from him later tonight. Civic, thank you so much. Bless you. Bless you. You've given so much already. I pray that I can return it. So that's where Carmichael is now reigning. Carmichael is now reigning.
It's not raining here.
No, you are the king moderator is what I'm trying to say. So Carmichael, we're talking about male fashion tonight.
Male fascism?
No, fashion, like the clothes you wear. We'll start with fascists. Do fascists dress well, in your opinion?
I don't know. What does that word mean?
Which one?
Fascist.
You said fascism. I figured you'd know what fascist meant.
Well, I just hear it a lot.
Yeah, it's a word that gets thrown around a lot. So classically, the definition for fascism is merging between government power and corporate power, and sort of like a totalizing authoritarian regime.
Sounds like Walmart.
Sure. So do they dress well?
No.
How would you dress Walmart shoppers?
Some kind of mask. Huh?
How would you dress Walmart shoppers to make them look good, or Walmart employees?
Like a sombrero, and then I'm thinking skinny jeans.
Interesting.
Those oversized puffy boots with the fur, and they have the pom-pom balls on the string.
Yeah, a very interesting look. I love that.
Crop top. And Walmart tramp stamp.
And a Walmart tramp stamp. I love this. What kind of top would you
Meant to
do?
the brand. Crop top.
Crop top.
So you can see the Walmart
How high?
tramp stamp. Yep.
How high of a
How
crop
high?
top? Yeah.
Right before the nips or halfway up the nips?
Waxy is out of control. I think Waxy might be having a... I don't know if you're having like a crisis of conscience over there. But it's working. You're cleansing. You're cleansing yourself.
He's cleansing his wallet. He, she, they, them.
He, she, they, zay, zaddy, mommy, daddy, son, daughter, cousin,
Waxy.
second cousin, third cousin, Waxy. You are everything to everyone.
You ever do
Thank
cousin
you.
stuff?
So, Carmichael, what?
Did you ever do cousin stuff?
No, do you mean sexual stuff?
Well, you said it. That's kind of like
No,
a
I've never had
self-report.
sex with my cousins. No.
Huh.
Have you had sex
Uncle?
with your cousins?
Aunts?
How was that?
Grandparents? I don't have cousins.
You said you just had sex with your cousins. You said that out loud.
No, I said, you said that.
You said yes. You did.
I said uncles, aunts, grandparents.
No,
I
you
don't
said yes.
recall
You said the
saying
word
yes.
yes. I asked you and you said yes.
I come from a long line of single children from a single child, single father, a single mother, just one child.
So no
Long
cousins.
line. No cousins.
No cousins anywhere to be seen.
They would be like 17th cousins. At that point, is it really a cousin?
That's a good question. I'd love to throw that to the chat. Is 17th cousin, does that count? The 17th cousin count? You're out of control, Waxy. You just got us to level 5. God damn. All right.
What happens at level 5?
I don't know. Something. It's just a high number. I'm a mouse. I'm a dumbass
What level
mouse.
am I right now?
You show me a higher number, and I just go wee.
What level am I?
It works. You're level 5 with us. You're the king moderator.
Oh.
So
What
Carmichael.
level is Procyon for not being here?
Oh, good question. Procyon, I would love to hear. I don't know if Red Bear Kitten or Whiplash is around, but maybe could account for Procyon. Well, I would love to know where Procyon is, how they're doing. They claimed they were high up in the ranks within the Leslian structure, and I have yet to see the fruits of that labor. Yeah, okay. So, Carmichael, I have a question for you. You submitted a piece of art to us based on a dream you had a couple weeks ago. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
No, I have it queued up here. I'm going to pull it up onto the screen.
You probably don't want to do that. Are you talking about the photocopy of my balls and ass?
No. That's not the one. I do have several copies of that, but I am.
Yeah, I'm happy you have them.
Yeah, I never delete that kind of thing. So but I'm referring to a piece of art. I'm going to pull up on the screen right now.
That's how I was able to get King Mod. He has collateral.
Here we go. Ready? Oh, Waxy. Thank you. That's crazy. All right, Waxy just flooded the subs to get us recommended. That was extremely nice.
I hope Waxy doesn't have his bank stuff in. That would be not good.
Well, Carmichael, here we go. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. I don't know if you can see a screen, or if you can just remember the art. But here we go. It is. Oh, we gotta wait for this to be over. We gotta wait for this to be over. Oh, there it is. So, we are looking at. Oh, I'm just gonna.
I'm looking at a man on a mountain.
There we go.
Okay, there's my drawing.
I'm just gonna pull it up, blow it up a little bit.
My drawing's gone.
Nope, there it is. You'll see it in just a second. So, what I'm looking. Can you take us through what we're looking at here?
Right. I think you had asked me if I were to be something in my dream, what would it be? That was not a police officer.
I remember that conversation.
Yeah, so I want wheels because then I can move fast.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense. I'd love to have wheels.
Yeah, do you want wheels? We could get. I know a guy. I'm working
to get
on
wheels.
this.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to go to China. Are you prepared to go to China with me to get wheels?
Yeah, let's go to China. Is it a discount sort of thing? You can get wheels instead of feet?
Well, yeah. Ethically, you can't do this in the United States or any other country.
China. What about Turkey?
I didn't do any research on that. I thought that isn't that a food?
It is also a country. I have a friend who got he got his toenails removed in Turkey. It was a discount thing. But take me through this picture, though. It's besides the point whether we go to China or Turkey. I'll go with you anywhere in the world to get this done. So we're talking first step. Your dream self has wheels as feet.
Oh yeah. That's powered by the computer.
and is powered by the computer. So there's no organs, there's no body. There's simply a computer.
Well, there's
there.
a head. The head is flesh.
Okay, but your torso is a computer.
That's right.
Wow. Is there a reason you chose a computer instead of just a normal flesh and blood human torso?
Because that's how I get onto the internet.
Interesting.
Press the power button, shake the mouse, wait till the screen loads, go to username, type in King Mod, password, King Mod,
sure.
hit enter.
Yeah.
Go to Internet Explorer.
You bet.
Type in google.com. Then in the bar, I type Google. Then I go to Google. Then I usually type King Mod, and I check the images to see if there's a picture of me yet. There's not one yet. I emailed them. Hopefully they can update that. And then I go to a new tab.
Yeah.
I type google.com. Then I type Google into the bar under the Google, because they never take you to Google when you type google.com. And then I type in Leslie Tanner.
Sure.
And then I go past all of the kind of adult work to Leslie Tanner Twitch. And then I look at the guy on the screen. He tells me to call you.
Okay, so you go through a lot of the e-girl streams, the what other kind of streams do you see on your way to Leslie Tanner?
Sorry?
What other kind of streams do you have to thumb through to get to Leslie Tanner?
I go straight from the Google. But there's all the adult stuff.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I don't know if it's you or if it's someone else, but there's some kind of...
No, take us home. Take us home on this drawing. I'm looking at two more things we have yet to have an explanation for. I'm seeing a wizard hat, and I'm seeing a bow. So take us through that wizard hat first.
Oh, you said it couldn't be a police officer?
No.
So I drew a police officer hat, and then I drew an arrow, and I put wizard hat. So it's not a police officer hat, but it is.
Tricky. Very, very tricky way to get around the red tape on that one. I commend you.
But it's a wizard hat.
Gotcha. Okay. So would you rather be a wizard than a cop?
I wasn't supposed to tell you that one, but it's been 2 weeks, so...
No, that's okay. So if in real life you're a police officer, would you rather be a wizard than a police officer?
But then I would have to do Voldemort.
Okay, let's. No, you wouldn't.
Work.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to that bow and arrow. Take us through that. Why'd you add a weapon? Why'd you add a bow and arrow?
Just because you said it couldn't be a police officer, so I couldn't really put a gun. But
couldn't be a police officer. Does that say that
knives
again?
are ineffective. You said I couldn't be a police officer, so I couldn't put a gun. But I wanted some kind of projectile that you would, that would be. Good.
So you got a cool weapon other than a gun. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, that is so inventive and so fun and free. Your dream mind is capable of so much, Carmichael. And your arms are what?
Eels.
Eels. Oh yeah, look at that.
So
wouldn't you know?
Wheels for feet, eels for arms.
That's amazing. So I think one reason I wanted to go over this with you though is because we needed to sort of peek behind the artist's curtain a little bit. We needed to know what was going on because Carmichael, you talk to us very rigidly, and you don't express a lot of emotion, and you're a police officer, which is intense and doesn't tell us a lot about who you are as a person.
I'm on vacation, so I'm a little more
where are you at?
These days, as you can tell. My house.
Where are you at on vacation?
My house.
Okay, that's fun.
There's something called like house arrest, or
you're in house arrest. Yeah. Yep.
Well, they said that's not what it is, but I have some bracelet on.
You do have a bracelet, an ankle bracelet?
No, like a wrist bracelet.
Oh, but it's got like a little electrical thing on it.
No, it says something like it says something that I'm a police officer. I don't really understand. They said I need to wear it. Something about discounts.
Like at a Costco?
Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to leave the house. That's what discounts means, right?
Yeah, that's what that means. Discounts. Discounts. I don't know. Is this for what happened last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think. I don't know. I got it the day before, but I think it might be related.
Interesting. Okay. Well, how much longer do you have on before you can get back out on the streets and start delivering justice?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's leave it right there for tonight, Carmichael. This has been a really fun conversation. It's been really exciting to get a peek behind, under the hood, so to speak. We lifted the hood, and I kind of got to look.
Something about in the hood?
No, under your hood, like a car hood. I got to look
okay.
inside your brain and feel you a little bit, and that felt good.
That sounds like that might be sexual assault. I might have to put
It's
you under
not.
for that one.
I didn't touch you. But anyway, Carmichael, have
We
a
don't
great
tolerate
night. Thank
any
you
kinds
so
of
much for
harassment
calling.
in the chat.
Okay, well, you do whatever you need to do. You have a good night, okay?
Oh, I don't do anything. Kings don't do any work. I don't know what the chat is. There's a lot of words and pictures.
Yeah, okay. Well, you have a good night. Try to figure it out, because we'd love to see you in that chat.
Yeah. Should I click on the sign in button?
Yeah, go ahead. You
I
figure
should
it out.
do a sign up?
All right. Yeah, just figure it out. Figure it out. Not my problem. It doesn't sound very King Mod TBH. Well, if someone would like to challenge him, I don't know, Waxy, if you're in the mood. I know you have a pretty busy life, but if someone is trying to challenge the King Moderator of his kingship, then that can be arranged. We can arrange a live broadcasted challenge. So, guys, there are some new people here. I can feel it. There are some new people in the back. You've chimed in once or twice in the chat, if at all, and you're wondering, what the fuck is this? Is what you're thinking. And I can assure you that it is a place for you. It is a place for you to relax, question, express, and explore. So Explorations is a program, a one-stop shop, an all-in-one tool. Thank you, JJ. Yeah. I mean, he's been crushing on the polls, just to address that in the chat. He's been crushing the polls recently. He certainly won pretty outright. This is a place for you, Jedi, for Belobi. It's great to see you in the chat, active, making yourself comfortable. This is a one-stop shop, a program with which you will find all the tools you need to become your most ideal self, your most realized self, your most actualized self. Now, to Explorations, to make it as simple as possible, there are 4 basic elements. Much like the 4 agreements, but this will actually cure your mental illness and will make you happy. It will not play some sort of shifting whack-a-mole game of whether happiness exists or not, like Buddhism. It will not consign you to valuing suffering like Christianity. This will make you happy and it will cure your mental illness. Now, this is going to be a very popular feature with many people in the chat because this is a pretty mentally ill crowd, and I cherish all of your disorders and dysfunction. And I'll get right back to it. Let's look like we have a call. I'll be right back. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Hey, long time listener, first time caller. How's it going?
It's going great. What's something that I can call you?
You can call me Peter.
Peter. Well, welcome to Explorations. It's great to hear from you.
Thank you. I'm calling in because I saw the topic was male fashion, so I thought, hey,
we're talking about male
why
fashion tonight.
Yes. So, you're a pretty fashionable guy with a turtleneck.
Thank you.
I was wondering what's your ideal depiction of fashion?
Well, I think that it is crucial to address the body that you are attempting to dress, whether it's long or it's short or it's wide or it's a weird shape that we don't even have a classification for. What kind of body shape do you have?
I like to say like a pear, kind of like an inverted pear.
Inverted pear, so kind of like a bulbous top and it narrowing into the bottom.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you exercise, or is that just kind of a gift from God?
A little bit of both.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear about that discipline that you exercise in your daily life. So I simply ask because the things that I find that work for my body, that my ideal fashion is kind of based on how I wish to adorn my body with fabric and what have you. And it would be very different for others if I were to attempt to dress them. My ideal fashion for me is I wear turtlenecks exclusively. I'm open to other shirts, but as I said, every time I try, there's something that thwarts me. I recently went to Casual Mail. I don't know if you heard my beginning spiel for tonight, but I went to a Casual Mail, big and tall store. Have you ever been to one of those?
No.
Well, they suck, and I can't find anything that I like. So that's my problem. So I skip wearing the turtlenecks that I have. I have a green one as well. Do you have any turtlenecks?
I have. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I have a few. I have one that's gray. I wear that one sometimes. It's like gray, and it's pretty. It fits well. It's my only turtleneck.
That's wonderful. What occasions kind of call you to pull out the turtleneck?
Have you heard of the book Harry Potter?
I have.
Yeah, whenever I usually read Harry Potter and I wear my turtleneck.
So just privately, you wear this turtleneck privately. You don't wear it out in public?
Yeah, the whole pear-shaped thing, it doesn't really work that well with a turtleneck.
But inverted pear. So you kind of have like more mass at your shoulders, is what I'm imagining.
It's more of like a moob thing going on, but
Moob?
I like to think that. I think it makes you seem more masculine.
Did you say moob?
Yeah.
Enlighten me. What is moob? M-O-O-B? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, enlighten me. What does that mean?
It's when your fat reserves kind of like accumulate in your chest area, and then you start getting a very large chest. That's not very flattering.
Interesting. Okay. And so for you, when you wear this turtleneck, you do it for your own pleasure.
Yeah.
For your own private time.
My special time. I think a previous caller talked about wizards. I think wizards are real.
That's interesting. How old are you?
28.
All right. So, have you seen a wizard in real life?
Not yet, but I believe.
I believe in you. I believe that you'll find them. Do you? And when you find this wizard, what kind of? What's you? Let's. I'm going to put you in a position to having found a wizard, right? You found a wizard. What's the best possible outcome of your interaction with that wizard? Best possible outcome.
I would say maybe I'll ask him where the wizards hide so I can find my brother.
Where the wizards hide so you can find your brother?
Yeah.
How long has your brother been missing?
Stole my brother. What?
How long has your brother been missing?
Maybe I want to say like 4 years.
Wow. And is this a younger brother, older brother?
Younger.
Younger. So listen, who told you that a wizard stole your brother?
My mother.
Okay, so listen, you're 28 years old. I feel like I can pretty much give you the straight talk express on this. Your mother either knows who kidnapped your brother or knows what happened to him or kidnapped your brother.
No way.
Yeah, because listen, if you were kind of just hoping, kind of projecting some sort of stuff onto wizardry and becoming, really powerful and like a child's fantasy, I would have let you have that. But you're looking for your brother. There are some real life stakes at play here. Your brother, at this point, is probably not alive anymore. But I want you to find out everything you can. And it's going to start with your mom. Your mom, I don't know why she told a grown man. Are you crying?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so yeah, I'm wishing you the best of luck with your journey. I hope you find wizards on some level, but I hope you find your brother. That sounds pretty serious.
Yeah.
Did you like your brother or no?
I mean, not really.
So you don't really care that he's gone? I should have asked that maybe.
I mean, as much as the next person should.
As much as the next person should? What a pregnant answer.
I mean, he used to throw stuff at me, so...
So he used
like
to throw stuff
rocks.
at you, so you don't care that he's gone. Like big rocks. Yeah. Interesting. Well, this has been a pretty colorful story. I would say that, listen, I think this turtleneck for you, and I say this because turtlenecks are a source of power for me. This turtleneck is a source of power for you as well. I can tell because you protect it from others. You use it as to escape, to become like a more empowered version of yourself while you read Harry Potter. I want you to put on this turtleneck. I want you to confront your mom. I want you to say, "Hey, bitch," and then she's gonna be like, "Whoa, that's really intense. Why'd you say that?" And normally I don't like that word, but you're looking for your mom. You're looking for your brother. And you pull out all the stops. If you've got to like, physically threaten people, including your mom, then you got it because the trail's going colder by the second.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well.
Should I I mean, I don't know how to approach it because what if she's a wizard?
She's not. She's not a wizard. You don't have to worry about that. Just go to her.
I'm scared of wizards. That's why I read Harry Potter.
Yeah, your mom's not a wizard. Wizards aren't real. You need to find your brother. The trail's colder by the second. He's probably dead. And I would love for this to turn into a happy ending, though. I'd love for this to turn into a happy situation, not a sexual thing. Like that happy ending is normally used in adult context. I mean, like you embrace and heal the wounds with your brother about the rock thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you said your name's Peter, right?
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you, Peter. I wish you the best of luck in your journey. And if you need any help, I urge you to reach out in the chat, reach out on the Discord. There are some absolutely brilliant, genius minds in this community who will know exactly what to do if you ever get stuck.
Thank you so much, Dr. Leslie Tanner.
Bless you, Peter, and please call us back and give us an update, okay?
Of course.
All right, namaste. Have a great night, Peter. His brother's dead for sure. His brother is super dead. I wouldn't mind if my brother died. Mary Lou Runks. Well, interesting. I think you're not close to your brothers. Your brothers suck. Yeah, poor Peter. Good luck, Peter. He's got to have a real conversation with his mom. Well, and another call already. Holy moly. I think I know who this is. I think the link works below in the about. Hello, caller. Thank you for calling Explorations. I think I know who this is. What's something that I can call you?
Yeah, am I not in the contact book yet?
I mean, it's not showing up. I don't know why it's not. I don't update that sort of thing.
Oh my god! Of course, yeah,
But I recognize your number.
Like a Rolodex.
I recognize your number just by seeing it.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's Jeff.
Well, this is the dethroned King mod, normal mod now. Jeff,
I would,
JJ
say,
Plays.
I would say retired. I mean, I wouldn't say dethroned. I mean, I would just say, you know.
Well, if there was a challenge to your power and you kind of just said, I quit.
Yeah.
I think that's an accurate way to say that.
I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do this. Yeah.
Yeah. So retired. We can call it retired. We call it dethroned. How have you been enjoying your time off?
I mean, it's been great. I mean, as the last call went, I'm on we're on the Leslie Tanner payroll. I mean, the pension is just great. It's just
so sweet. Yeah, we take care.
Yeah,
we take
it's
care.
An absolutely fabulous plan. Yeah, 401k matching. I mean, really the works. It's unbelievable, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just kind of been vacation planning. Kind of wondering where I want to go.
Interesting. Okay, what's on the table? Where are we thinking about going, Jeff?
I mean, so right now with the world, I mean, I was either thinking there's two drastic places. Okay,
yeah,
either the classic we go to Bermuda, right, or feeling a little bit just like going crazy and just going to India, right? Why not?
Yeah,
I mean,
why not?
We live quite lavishly in India, No.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, India sounds very fun. I knew somebody that went to India. I know. I mean, aside from friends, I had a boss that went to India once.
Yeah. Always wanted to go. I feel like it would be complete culture shock, and I'd probably pass out genuinely if I went there. But I mean, that sounds great. Why not?
What about when you, in your mind's eye, when you pass out in India, what are you doing and where are you?
When I pass out and I'm in India?
Yeah, you said you'll probably pass out in India, but in this imagined scenario, where are you and what are you doing in India?
Oh, right. In this imagined scenario, I pass out because of the culture shock. I feel like I'm outside of the airport. I'm I get a taxi from wherever I am, and I'm in it. You know. Even then, if I go to I don't even know what's the capital of India. This is terrible. I shouldn't go to India. Actually, I should not go to India. I know nothing about that culture. I'd be so lost. I'd be dazed and confused.
Maybe that's the perfect reason to go.
Do they speak English? They don't even speak. I mean, some of them. It's not the main language, is it? I feel like maybe.
No, it's not the primary. The primary language is Indian, or some dialect.
Yeah.
I have some friends that would be able to. I don't have any answers. I've never been outside of the United States, so I can't speak to any of that.
Yeah, same. I have no idea. Yeah, New Delhi. No idea. No
Oh.
idea what I would do. Dropped off in the middle of anywhere that's even. I think I was talking to someone about this. I was like, I don't know what I would do. What would you do as just like a dumb guy that's never gotten out of the United States and uncultured, and then you just like get dropped off in the middle of like Taiwan, and you're like, all right, figure it out, buddy.
Yeah, hope for the best. I mean, stick
Yeah,
around.
I'd have a panic attack. I don't even know what I would do.
Well, I mean, hopefully you're like you have a
If you have
like
your
some
phone
sort
and
of
stuff, like maybe good, but like say, imagine like no phone, nothing.
like
You're
a
like,
travel
oh,
plan. Do you have like a travel? Did you plan this out, or did you just kind of really just did your plan stop with landing in the airport?
No, yeah, no plans whatsoever. I just figured go to
You should
India,
probably
go to
make
the
a plan.
airport. Yeah, probably get like a guy. You can do that, right? You just get a guy that's with you.
I have no idea. Yes,
I don't know.
you
I
should.
feel like
I don't know.
that's the thing. You just hire somebody and you go,
sounds-
hey, figure it out, like a translator, local. You're like,
Like-
all right, bring me around and
Like
do
baby,
stuff.
basically like breastfeed me is what I hear. Like
Yeah.
I need you to show me everything and make sure that nothing bad happens to me and no one takes advantage of me.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if you got kidnapped or something.
That would be also crazy. This is actually a crazy story. A little bit. Speaking about travel, my good friend was traveling. He was going through Europe, went to Greece, stopped in Greece, got mugged and robbed completely of like everything.
That sucks.
Of the camera and just like every at whatever knife point, I think. I don't know. I would probably just hand over all my shit too. I'm in a foreign country. Yeah, just take it. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you kind of just you're definitely playing by someone else's rules, and I mean, but in your favor though, the U.S. dollar is decreasing in value, so we're not going to have to worry about that kind of thing for much longer.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I
wanted to say,
yeah,
because I want to get back on track because of the theme tonight, which is
yeah,
male
we're talking
fashion.
about male fashion, Jeff.
Male fashion, and I like to look good. I'm not crazy. I don't have a lot of money either, and I don't like wear designer clothing or anything, but I like to look good, and I can relate to you as a bigger man. The Casual Male XL is the worst fucking store.
It really
The only
it
thing they
is.
have are 6XL Superman T-shirts that are the most unflattering bed sheets of clothing that you can put on your body.
Mm-hmm.
And it caters to the people that are on like the My 600 Pound Life TLC show,
Yes.
and it's just a very bad store all around.
So-
Also very expensive for the junk that is there. It's insanity to me.
Yeah.
Um,
So then, what do you do, Jeff? What do you do about fashion?
Most of my clothes are from Target. I feel like I shop in like the young men's section.
Not the
I don't
worst
shop-
quality. I won't say quality, but not the worst place to pick. Like if you had to pick a default thing, I feel like Target is now what Old Navy was like between 10 and 20 years ago.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Because I
Which
used
was just
to
kind of
grow
like the
up,
default,
I would go to
like,
Old Navy.
white guy.
Old Navy was like when I got clothes as a kid. I feel like by default, 50% of it was from Old Navy.
Yeah, I had a lot of my clothes. Well, but tell me, Jeff, because right now we're talking about easy. We're talking about convenience. I want to push you right now. I want to push you right now. I want to find.
I did
like,
try.
if
We
you-
did try thrifting too. I tried to thrift clothes, but like I went to Goodwill past week. It was just it's thrifting. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's absolute dog shit. Last time I went, it was
Yep.
dog shit. So
That's part of the fun of it. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I have two questions for you. One though is more important. I want you, if you could snap your fingers right now, and have a wardrobe and a style of clothes that would be exactly what you would want to wear, and maybe this style of clothes would be convenient. Maybe the style of clothes would push you. Express a different part of you. Express what the image you wish to give to others of Jeff.
Okay.
What are these
yeah.
clothes? I mean, I have a guess that it's something like kind of like pit bull, but I don't want to put any words in your mouth, Jeff. Take us through the ideal wardrobe, the ideal style for you.
Yeah, no, well, I don't really wear jeans that much as a bigger guy. I've just like grown into joggers. I love joggers a lot. There's plenty of different styles.
Athleisure.
So, but even then, I mean, jeans are all right. There's some jeans that fit okay. I mean, as a big man, it's kind of rough.
Okay, I'm going to push you, Jeff. Reach a little farther. We're talking about jeans and joggers. You could find both of those in a million different places. I want to hear something aspirational. I want to hear something reaching for the stars a little bit.
I mean, getting out of my comfort zone. What I've always liked is like, but I just feel like I look like too much of like an Italian uncle. Is like more like business attire, like dressy, casual. I always felt like that was a good look, but like I'm also, I don't know. I would look like a used car salesman when I do it, you know?
No, I wouldn't feel that way. Yeah. So I'm imagining nice slacks, like not khakis, not joggers, not jeans, but just like kind of slacks.
Yeah, slacks. This is something I don't often wear. I mean, like a nice, like good pair of like casual shoes, not sneakers or anything, but like, you know, they're kind of dressy, but they're almost like kind of booty. I don't even know what you would call them. People pull them off all the time. They're like, they go up to like the ankles. They look so good. I don't know.
The what that goes up to the ankles?
Like the shoe bit. I don't.
Shoe. Does everybody know? Is it Chelsea boots?
Is that
Hawaiian? That would be a great look.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they're called. I've got to look that up. Yeah, no. Something like that. You know, just like kind of like dressy looking shoes. Because I don't do that. I mean, I rock the dad look, which I'm fine with. Like for my wardrobe and for the summer, I'm very seasonal. I really like big pastels guy. I like color. I like to wear color. I bright stuff. You know, I don't mind.
I'd love to see some bold pastels from you. Well, I think that's interesting.
You know what? It's funny. I got pants. I got like these like pastel red pants. Very out of my comfort zone. Normally something I would wear, but I'm like, I think I can rock these. I'm like,
I'm gonna put that to the men in the chat. How do you feel about pastels? And then also,
I love pastels. Yeah.
The second question I had for you is: do you think fascists dress well?
Fascists. When I think of what a fascist wear,
it came up earlier.
I mean, it depends. Yeah. It depends if we're talking old age or new age. Both, not good.
So old age,
you know,
like, are you talking about like Nazi Germany fascists?
Yeah, exactly.
They looked good though.
They did. I mean, like they had a good uniform and stuff, but also at the same time, like I don't know. I don't get that style.
They didn't look. They didn't like all the pictures of them like look kind of gaunt and sickly, like kind of just frail white guys.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, interesting. And yeah, I agree. Any iteration of someone being called a fascist now, I look at their clothes and I think, this is not inspiring. You need to get back to the... You need to at least go to Old Navy if you're hoping to inspire anything.
No. You're wearing ammo cargo pants. You know, like camo fucking cargo.
Yeah.
No, get out of here. What are you doing?
You need less camo and maybe I don't know. Head up like a Uniqlo and just get some sale items.
I mean, not if you're a fascist.
You're trying to bring in the Fourth Reich. You should probably. You should probably get like, I don't know, some sort of Euro shit happening, or maybe some like trendy Japanese clothes from like Yes Style. But either way, you know, Jeff, I want to thank you for calling in. This has been a really enriching. You planted, I think, more than answers, conclusive answers. You planted a lot of seeds for tonight that I think are going to come up later on in the stream.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I love it. I'll be around for that. On the ending note, before I let you go, I do just want to say I love your fashion.
Thank
I
you.
heard somebody else juice you up earlier, but I want to do the same.
Thank you.
Big turtleneck fan. Also, when
love
you were
you.
saying I can't see yourself in anything else, I can see you in some like vintage 70s t-shirts. You drop the
Interesting.
blazer, you drop the turtleneck, and it's like a vintage 70s kind of like high arm. You know what I mean? Like the t-shirt, they're a little tight, but
Yeah.
like that high kind of fitting. You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna explore that. Yeah. Like a high shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. With like maybe a graphic tee. I'm thinking like vintage 70s graphic tee, very like cool. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I think that's very. Yeah. I'm really. I think again, you planted a seed. I think you really. Yeah. I think I'm gonna marinate on that and maybe put some pictures in the
I
Discord.
think that'd be a good thing. I think you look really good, genuinely.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for calling in. This has been a wonderful conversation.
Absolutely. And for anybody else, please call tonight. I love all of you guys, and I'll be in the chat, relishing and figuring out my trip to India on the good old pension. So have a good night, everybody.
Have a great night, Jeff. Namaste.
I love you.
Love you. Wow. 312-612-0853. Tonight we're discussing male fashion. The do's, the don'ts, the ins, the outs. What does it mean to you? Are you a man and you think you've got it figured out? I'd love to hear from you. Or are you somebody who has dressed a man? A father, son, brother, cousin, boyfriend, and you have some strong opinions. Maybe you have some even differing opinions on something you've heard tonight. I'd love to hear from you. 312-612-0853. Is the link not working? Hold on. Somebody might have to drop the link in the chat. I have updated that link so many times and it always says expired, regardless of how many times I've said, give me a link that doesn't expire. Thank you, Civic. Bless you, Civic. JJ, also on top of it. Thanks, guys. Oh my gosh. 312-612-0853. So I know there are some new people in the chat right now. There's some brand new people in the chat right now. Maybe you're not talking a lot. Maybe you're just kind of hanging out in the back. Now, what I'm going to explain to you are the 4 basic tenets of explorations. Now, as I said before, this is different than the 4 agreements or the 10 commandments. This is different than this is not conceptualize and kind of dodge the idea of happiness. We know what it means to feel happy. You know what it means to feel happy. I don't need some smiling, smug shithead telling me what is happiness. It's like a cricket that writes his own name backwards or something. What are you fucking talking about? Or it's different than the Christian tradition of learning to value suffering. We're getting another call already. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
You can call me Balls Billington.
Did you say your name is Balls Billington?
Absolutely.
What a funny name. And you also have a very interesting voice, Balls.
Thank you.
You sound like an announcer. Do you do any announcing work, or do you work on the radio?
No, I do not. But thank you very much.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a janitor.
Do you talk like this when you're janitoring?
I don't talk. I'm not allowed to.
Oh, well, that's sad. Do you make any friends?
No, I work at a school for kids. That would be illegal.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. It'd be a tough thing to explain. That I feel like if you're hanging out in your car after school with a child and they say, "What are you doing with this child?" and you say, "We're friends," and that wouldn't convince many people at all.
No, it would not. Me and this kid are just friends.
Yeah, that
How's
wouldn't
that
work.
sound?
That doesn't feel good. That does not feel savory. I wouldn't believe you personally. So
I
think your
promise
instincts.
you, we're just friends.
Yeah, Balls, I think your instincts are right on the money on this issue. So tonight, though, Balls, we're talking about male fashion. Before I ask you any specific questions, I kind of just want to pick your mind. What are some of your reactions, the things you've heard on the stream tonight, as it relates to male fashion?
The stream? Sorry, I've had the stream muted. I've just been looking at you.
Oh, well, that's very flattering, Balls. So what does your fashion look like when you're outside of work? Do you like to dress up and head out? You really like to show up and show out, or do you like to play it calm and kind of blend in, a subtle look?
Well, to be honest with you, I just wear my school uniform out because sometimes I get discounts, and that's pretty fun.
Oh, wow, cool. What's an example of a discount you get?
Well, sometimes people give me money because they think I'm poor, because I am. I look a little homeless with all the stains.
Kanji. Well, here, I've got a question for us. So, well, more of a comment. This janitor should be in a B-52's cover band. What do you think about that?
What's a B-52?
It's a band from the 80s and 90s. Prolific band, very talented, wide-ranging of styles. Their evolution was pretty interesting.
I only listen to K-pop.
Oh, interesting. So I don't know of a K-pop equivalent for the B-52s. If somebody in the chat
Me
maybe
neither.
knows. So listen.
I only listen to that one song, Gangnam Style.
So listen.
That song's about male fashion, now that you mention it.
Is
the
it?
style of being a Gangnam man.
That's true. That is true. You would say BTS is the Korean equivalent of the B-52s? I just got a comment from somebody. It sounds like a wild proposition, but let's listen. Listen, I have a question for you. I gotta ask you, Balls. Now,
Go ahead and ask.
You like the simplicity of the uniform, right? You like to keep it simple. You like to, because there's also benefits to that. You don't have to think about it, but also people give you money. They give you discounts. But I'm going to push you a little bit. Are you okay with that?
You can push me all you want. My boss does it at work. And I'm not talking about telling me to work harder. I mean physically. There is an ongoing lawsuit.
Oh, well, good luck with that lawsuit. But what I mean is
I'm going to need it.
I'm going to push you imaginatively. I'm going to push your imagination. Imagine if you could snap your fingers right now, and you could kind of...
I wish I could.
And what's your finger situation looking like? Can you not snap your fingers?
I don't know how anyone does it.
You just physically had never figured it out.
I rub my middle finger and the thumb together, and they don't make a noise.
What? Look it up. I don't think it would make sense if I tried to explain it to you right now. But I'd like to say focus on male fashion. So listen. You're comfortable in this. Are you comfortable in your uniform?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you could have the perfect janitor uniform, custodial uniform, what would it be? And you have to alter what this is. I'm pushing you right now. You cannot just say, I like everything about it. Do you want a longer collar? Do you want a lapel? Do you want little cool zippers, like weird little asymmetrical zippers? Tell me, how would you design the coolest janitor uniform that you can think of?
I want it to be bright pink, maybe cotton candy blue, accents, and I want it to say balls in big letters on the back.
Bright pink,
Kind of like a
cotton
big
candy
ball
blue.
right there on the back.
So I'm the main color bright pink. Lettering
Absolutely.
cotton candy blue.
Lettering would be white with maybe a cotton candy outline, but not too close to the outside. One of those semi-outlines where there's still white overhanging to the pink, and it's more of like, I don't know, like a racing stripe on the edge.
Interesting. And it would just say balls on the back, your first name.
That's right.
Any other adornments, any other accoutrements of like little, maybe, I don't know, like
Some
those
ventilation,
little...
I'd say.
Ventilation?
Maybe a little more ventilation.
What type of fabric would this uniform be?
Well, usually it's canvas or kind of a polyester, thick polyester.
What
I
would
would
you
say
want?
maybe satin or silk if they could hold up to the chemical warfare that I'm put in at my job.
What about a hydrophobic silk?
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I think as soon as you said silk, I was like, oh boy, we need a hydrophobic silk. So, listen, I think you've really shown me. I am I need to address the chat for a second. I am a certified snapper. I can snap my fingers.
I am hearing it.
Yeah, I did it. And listen, Balls, I want you to have this uniform so bad. So is it too late? I think, well, how about this? I think coming up in your work, there is going to be a power displacement with you and your boss. He can't physically shove you. You're taking him to court, which is the right thing to do. You're going to have an opening. So I think you should...
Well, I might be fired.
For what?
Well, you see, I was pushed down the stairs, but there's no cameras there. So it's kind of a he said, she said. And I broke one of my toes.
Are you disabled, or are you something other than white, or are you, I don't know. Like, do you have some sort of thing going on?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Well, you can change the framing for the case if you can prove that you were preyed upon. So, and that's easier to do if you're something other than if you're just like a normal white guy, then it's just
I've been told I look like Superman.
Not gonna. You look like so. No, you're fucked. So, best of luck with this lawsuit. You're probably gonna lose.
Do you think I could maybe claim that my boss was sexually harassing me, and because I wouldn't do sex stuff with him, he pushed me down the stairs?
Sure, that sounds good. You should say that. Did that happen?
No.
Well,
but there's no cameras.
No, but there will be a VOD of this stream tonight, and that hopefully they don't find it.
Well, that's why I gave you a fake name. My name is actually Balls Williams.
It's not Balls Billington.
No, it is Balls Billington.
Oh, so yeah, so you kind of screwed the pooch on this one. I would say.
What do you mean?
Listen, either way, I'm hoping for the best. I think
how many people are watching right now?
Probably a couple thousand. If I have no idea, but probably a couple thousand. This is a pretty popular stream among many different types of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. So this is a community dedicated to self-betterment, to focus, to the spirit and mind, to science, and people of all colors and creeds are drawn to that mission. So listen, I think that you should you should draw this picture of a uniform, and you should deliver it to your boss and say, "I'll drop the lawsuit because it looks like you might lose." Especially if they don't like you or respect you, you won't be able to kind of tell a story about you being a victim maybe in the court. So listen,
Like a basketball court.
Draw a picture, show it to your boss, say, "Hey, let's forget about all this if I get a hydrophobic silk uniform that looks like this." And I want to know how this goes, all right? I want to know how this plays out.
Sounds expensive.
Well, it would be expensive on their part, not your part.
Right.
Well, I want you to, and also just report back. Let us know how this goes, okay? We're all really invested in your story. And hopefully, I hope you win this lawsuit. I hope you win it.
Me too.
Okay, well, bless you, Balls. Namaste, Balls. And please get some sleep. Let us know how this goes next week, though, okay? Call us back.
You think I need to go to sleep?
At some point.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me.
I love your voice. Your voice is so funny. Well, okay. Well, have a great night, okay? Get some. We'll talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you soon.
Namaste to you. Namaste.
You say, no, I should stay?
No, leave. Okay. So Balls looks like Henry Cavill, and he is, he's a muscular, strong-jawed guy who's trying to tell a story in the court about how he's been victimized. And he even said he's going to lose. And I agree, but I hope he doesn't. By side of water. Welcome to the fold. Welcome. Everybody welcome by side of water to Explorations. We just heard from a brand new caller, Balls Billington. So Balls is, between a rock and a hard place. He needs to express himself fashion-wise. But also, he might lose his job after getting pushed down some stairs. And that's just the breaks. There's no benevolence to the world around us. That's why it's important. Things like fashion and art are so important to express ourselves with. Because it is sometimes our only means for dignity and human expression. So I hope he at least gets this. I'm praying that he at least gets this hydrophobic, cotton candy, pink silk janitor. I imagine it's a jumpsuit with his name, Balls, written on the back. And sort of a light blue, I'd imagine from what he described it as. I'm just checking in with the chat real quick. Stop being a power bottom and become a power top. I love that. I don't know what that means, but I love the energy of it. Maybe a cape. Cape might be pushing it, though. He might have to make his own cape and wear his own cape. Mostly janitor bosses cast a large net, and we have a jury duty. I missed the first part of that. Well, guys, this has been an amazing stream so far, hasn't it? We've heard from Carmichael. We heard from Jeff. We heard from Balls. I'm missing one. Got a first-time caller from that guy with the squeaky voice. And the beginning of tonight's stream, I posited male fashion as one of the great mysteries, akin to the fundamental mysteries of Catholicism. So within Catholicism, there are mysteries that are just inexplicable. For instance, the Immaculate Conception. They are points within the lore of Catholic Christianity, at least, where theologians just stop. They don't explain it. They don't have to. It's just what happened. God put a baby in Mary while she was a virgin. Stop thinking about it. It's one of the mysteries. And I think male fashion should absolutely be included within the canon of the lore of at least Catholicism, if not all Western thought. That what makes a man cool and presentable is a labyrinth of questions and answers. As we've seen tonight, a janitor's suit with a hot pink janitor's jumpsuit made of hydrophobic silk, or a sort of upscaled business casual from Jeff, or I don't know if Carmichael even answered, but he had that cool picture of what he looked like in his dreams. What makes a male look good? Peter. That's right, Peter. Thank you. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Jer Bear.
This is Jer Bear.
Jer Bear.
Oh, Jer Bear, it's great to hear from you. Old friend, Jer Bear.
I'm not old.
No, you've just been friends with me for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, longer than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty long.
It's been at least a month.
No, really?
Yeah.
Well, I probably have fentanyl probably out of the back room now.
What?
That probably means Fenton out of the back rooms now.
Jumadraw, welcome to Explorations.
What did you say? Welcome, smell of...
There's a new follower. There's a new explorer.
Oh, you got a new follower?
Yeah. And
really?
already I can feel their warmth. We've had a handful of followers tonight that they're adding so much to the tapestry.
They come inside already? They come inside the stream? They coming inside? Everyone's coming inside tonight?
Yeah. Do you mean sexually?
I mean everyone's coming in.
Are you horny tonight, Jer Bear?
No, I said everyone's coming into the stream.
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing.
Waxy delivered our community to an upper echelon of promotion within Twitch so that we may be able to attract and spread our message of light and love and improvement in science and spirituality.
Yeah, you need to spread your seed. I understand.
Yes. So, Jer Bear, tonight we're discussing male fashion.
Male fashion?
What kind of clothes do you wear?
What kind of clothes I wear? Jeans, t-shirt.
Do you just wear denim? Do you wear denim on top?
No, that's gross. You get look weird out here. Look weird out here, man. You can't do that. Oh no.
So you denim on the bottom and a t-shirt. Is there anything on your t-shirt? Are there any graphics or words on your t-shirt?
Let me look. It says football on it.
It just says the word football on it?
Yep.
Do you like football?
Yep.
What's your favorite thing about football, Jer Bear?
Them kids, when they run into each other real hard, sometimes they don't get up.
So high school football.
Well, I mean, sometimes they adults too.
You said kids, though. The kids was like the first thing you said. That when I asked you what's your favorite thing about football, you said the kids.
Adult, you know?
Huh?
That's the usual case.
What?
Usually it's when one of them kids run into one of the adults, but it could be kid on kid, adult on adult. The violence.
But the violence, more importantly,
Yeah.
it's the people that get hurt, like in a sort of a very serious way. That's what pulls you into football, Jer Bear.
There's a lot of risk in that. You know them
Do you
kids
like-
who like, you know them kids, they don't learn too good, so they got to stay too long in school, and then they like real big compared to all the
Maxie
other
is goated,
kids.
mullet.
So what?
What? I was
You
just
know,
affirming
you know when
someone
them
in the
kids,
chat.
they don't learn too well,
Yeah.
and they have to stay in the school too long, and then they grow too big,
Yeah, sort
and
of.
they look like they adults because they is. Know what I'm
So
talking about?
say that one more time for me. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
You know when them kids, they don't learn too well.
Yeah, I
Right.
know what you mean. Like, so
And so
learning
they
disabled
have to
children?
stay in the school too long. They got to stay extra. Right?
Learning
'Cause
disabled
they don't learn too
children.
well.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then they keep growing though. They don't stop growing. They get like real grown, you know.
They get real strong.
They get like mustache and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they playing on the same field with them young kids. So that's what most happen.
Oh.
It's like David versus Goliath, but Goliath just run them over. That's usually down here.
So Goliath, and down there, it sounds like Goliath is learning disabled and strong.
Oh yeah, like they're big kids. They go to Alabama
Interesting.
usually. 5-star recruit kind of thing.
So really,
Least down
if you
here,
think
around
about
here.
it, the story of David and Goliath is a tale of bullying, learning disabled children.
Well, I guess you could say that.
I will say that. I think that's as an absolutely problematic area of Christianity, of the Bible.
You
Probably
talking about
Judaism
that
as well,
Bible?
because it's Old Testament.
What did you say?
I said including Judaism because it's the Old Testament, so they believe in that's part of the Torah.
I don't know about no Torah, but like some of them kids, they do Torah their leg, and then they can't walk no more. kind of
After the
thing.
Goliath beats them up, right? As they
I
should.
mean, that's how they play in football.
Yeah.
They just too
Well,
scrawny. They need to get
there's
some crawdad in their tummy.
Mm-hmm. There's some, but honestly, so those children physically dominating the other children, there's a certain sense to that. There's a certain logic of nature to that. And I think you're right to kind of relish in the violence.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? Not do it?
That's a really
What
good
other
point.
option you got?
That's a wonderful point. What else are you going to do? Not do it? I
They're gonna
think
do
that,
that no matter what.
as you
It's gonna be how it's
should.
gonna be.
Maybe, hey, next time I come down there, we should go to like a middle school or high school football game.
I mean,
And
I gotta
cheer
be there anyway because of the fan. But I mean, yeah.
But I'll come with you and we'll cheer. Well, you just tell me which kids are like the most, are the strongest,
Well, you can
the
see
most
'em. You can see 'em,
Goliath-like,
Larry.
as we're saying, and
That's
we'll cheer
not,
for
you
them.
can see them. They big chunkers. They got it
Yeah.
all in. You can see them. It's not that hard. If you
Okay.
can't see them, then I'm gonna like knock you up with some bottle glasses.
Please don't do that. Well, listen,
I
Jared
said I'm gonna give you some big glasses to help you with eyesight.
listen to me. I need to. Well, first of all, I need to check in with chat real quick. Make sure no one's asking you any questions. Thena sleeps in. Thank you for hanging out.
Good
Bonjour,
night.
Rikayaker. Hello, bonjour. Haven't seen you. Well, I guess you were here first. I don't know. I don't remember last time you were here.
You're talking to
Cancel
me.
Jesus. Athena sleeps in says cancel Jesus. What are your thoughts on that, Jared Bear? Before we get to male fashion, what are your thoughts on canceling Jesus?
You can't do that. That's not gonna happen.
I don't know.
You know, Jesus from the Middle East. You can't do that.
You can't cancel somebody on another part of the world? Is there something wrong
Well, he ain't
with
white,
them?
Leslie, he's
Huh?
not white. He's not white, Leslie.
You can cancel people that aren't white.
No, you can't. That's not how that works.
Certainly you can.
I don't think so. That's not how I would do it. I would cancel cabooses and send them. That's it. And they both white, so think about it.
That's a good point. So let's go ahead and jump over to male fashion. Male fashion is...
That's not a thing.
Huh?
That's not a thing. You just put your slosh on and you go down the store.
Interesting. So you're the first caller tonight, Jerry Bear, that I have brought male fashion.
I'm the first
up.
caller?
Huh?
I'm the first caller tonight?
No, you're the
Oh my
first
God.
of a sorts. You're
I'm the
like
first
the
caller.
fifth or sixth
I
caller.
think that's the first time I've been the first caller. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so
It's kind of making me nervous. There's a lot
You're
of
the first
expectation on this call.
yeah, you're setting the tone for something right now. But listen,
You want me to set a tone?
no, you are doing
Is that a good tone? Is that a good one? Is that a good frequency for you?
it. Do it higher.
Oh,
That was
that's a
the
little
same
bit
sound. Higher.
higher. That one too higher. Maybe your ear's not good. I'll do real high for you. How's that?
So anyway, when I asked you about male fashion, though, is you had a very interesting answer. Other people that I've talked to have some theories, some tastes, some ideas, but you're the first person who immediately stopped me and said, doesn't exist. Male fashion doesn't exist.
I mean, what you gonna say? You gonna wear a dress on stream?
I could wear a dress on stream.
Wear a dress on stream. Then fashion exists. Till then, pigs fly. You gonna
Interesting.
wear
I've
a
been
dress on
challenged.
stream?
I've been challenged by Jer Bear. I've been challenged.
You wear a dress on stream. I write you a rap song.
You promise?
I'll do rap song if you. Yeah, it's about a minute long rap song. I've been working on my rhymes.
Right, and well, we had your rap last time, and it was a complete disaster. It was not good.
It was good. Don't you lie to me.
It was
a good
absolutely
try.
terrible.
It was a great
very
try.
awful. No, it was shit.
It was a good try.
It was absolute hog shit.
It was a much better try than anyone who could do it in here could do it in here.
You're challenging everyone in the chat to a rap battle.
Well, that's not what I said. I said
Okay,
anyone who
well,
could
we're
in
going to
here
end
do
the
it
call
in here
right there.
could
We're
in
going
here
to end
do
the
it.
call right there.
Are you going to do a rap?
No, I'm not a
Let's do a
rapper,
rap.
but I'll bet there's a rapper here that can do better than what you did.
Okay, but when you wearing that dress,
We'll talk about it.
I want to
We'll
make
talk
sure I
about it in
get
Discord.
my Aunt Sue's camera so I get some high quality picture.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it, but this is an open rap challenge, so I'm going to leave that open for now. Jared Bear, you have a great night. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
All right, I mean.
Wow. So that was interesting. Yeah, Jared Bear was crazy tonight. Jared Bear is a regular. For those of you that are just joining us at Explorations, Jared Bear is a regular member of the community here. He has some kind of disability. We haven't quite figured it out yet. But he is also has the spirit of a bear. He is so strong and so clear-minded. And I think a perfect example of that is when I asked him about male fashion, he knew immediately, doesn't exist. It does not even exist to him. And he cut me off mid-sentence. While we were discussing, I was hoping he'd tell me about a cool polo shirt that he owned, at the very least. But what I heard was no. Not for me and not for men. Interesting. Very interesting. Then he challenged everybody to rap battle. That was insane. I hope somebody takes him up on that. Yeah, Jayber's crazy tonight, Kanji. Yep, mullet. Jesus was not white. Most likely. He's probably like 2.5 feet tall, too. Running a little Munchkin town down there. So you can't cancel Jesus. Interesting point. You could attempt to. I mean, depending on how you measure a successful cancellation, I would imagine it would not be successful, according to my definition. A lot of people are just going to still be on his side. Oh, we're getting another call. Antifa, what's up? Welcome back. I'm glad you could hang out for a while. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
This is Belly.
Belly, welcome back to Explorations, Belly. How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. How are you, Leslie?
I'm okay. I'm just, this has been a fun stream tonight. A lot of hot opinions. You're the, I believe you're the first woman to call in and chime in on male fashion tonight.
Aha. I have never dressed a man or dressed as a man.
Either one. So,
Nope.
So interesting. So true outsider opinion tonight. If once we get it going, true outsider opinion.
That's right. That's Betty.
But have you? I don't think we've discussed this part of your life. But you've been attracted to a man before, right?
Sure.
Okay. So what about the fashion of a man attracts you?
Let's see. That's a good question. Something out of the ordinary a little bit
Okay. Interesting.
is
Hat. What about a hat?
A hat. Hat seems like trying too hard. It depends.
Like a baseball cap, fedora, a straw hat, maybe a straw hat with one of those visors. Moonhound, welcome to Explorations.
A straw. You know what? A straw hat I would like to see.
Straw hat?
Maybe with
Like
a ribbon around it.
Yeah, like a barbershop quartet guy.
Yeah. Or one of those really rigid, like square-topped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that on a person, outside of like a performance. But I don't know. Top hat would be cool. That would make you feel like I was going back in time. Or
So that could be kind of sexy, a top hat.
yeah, it could be if it was 50 years ago, and it was not just a steampunk thing now. It would be hot, I think.
Because that would probably smell. It would probably smell bad.
I think it smells. Hats. If you like love the person and you smell their hat, it smells like them, and it smells good to you.
Well, listen, that's true. That's true. The force of love, the natural force of love, can turn the smell of shit into a sweet juniper breeze, can't it?
The smell of musk. It is the scent of I don't know.
You know, it can turn like just a real unclean ass into just like a fresh linen.
Yeah, agree to disagree, maybe. Or maybe that's just not my experience.
Well, I guess
the
tomato
inside of a hat-
on that. It sounds like we're saying the same thing. I think we agree.
Yeah, inside of a hat does not smell like shit in my experience. Depends on, I don't know what you're doing with these hats, but it should smell like your hair, probably. And then that smells good. Like, have you ever missed someone and then you smell their pillow and you're like, oh.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice. There are a few things like nicer than that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same thing with hat. Way more concentrated with the hat, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's start from the top down. I'm gonna throw you a curveball. I'm gonna give you a different situation because your mind is expansive and adept, Belly. You've proved that much over and over again. So let's start with a top hat. First of all, the givens are you see a top hat and you feel a weird attraction to it. Fill in the rest of that picture for us. How are we going to balance out the year's 2022? It is not 1972. It is not olden days. But how do you explain fashion-wise why you're attracted to this top hat today, present day?
I don't know. I like the Dickens Fair. I would imagine I would be exiting or entering the Dickens
interesting.
Fair if I saw anyone wearing a real top hat, not a costume top hat, but a real felted, like fitted to their head top hat. So I'm guessing I'm at the Dickens Fair at the Cow Palace near San Francisco.
Okay.
And one of my favorite places to be. So and then I'm probably feeling pretty jolly with the meat and such. So yeah, I would be transported. I would. It's like being in a Dickens book or something, and you are. I don't know. That's what I think of.
Interesting.
I think
So
like a hatter.
I'm imagining maybe tweed, like a tweed suit with like a little, like one of those like short capes.
Oh yeah, like a Monopoly guy would have.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
like
neat.
maybe a cane.
Yeah. A cane and a wooden leg.
And a wooden leg. Somebody said wooden leg in the chat. Wax the
Yeah,
Cap said
wooden
wooden leg.
Now that would be a character. I might not be attracted to them, but I would definitely want to get to know them. Be like, what happened?
So
Tell me
you
about your leg.
a kind of attraction.
How'd that happen? Yeah. Like there's got to be a story there, right? Like,
well,
wooden leg.
the deal.
or
Yeah. So
glass eye or something.
if you saw this thing that we just painted, the deal has not been sealed, but it's not a no.
I think in real life I would be intimidated by this person, and I would note them, and then later on I'd be like, you can't believe this crazy shit I saw earlier, and then I would respect them for doing it, but I don't know. I don't know if attraction would be the right word.
Well, what if you got a couple Bud Light Limes and you shoot your shot?
With a top hat guy?
Yeah.
Wooden leg guy?
Would you? Or no?
I don't know. I've never had a Bud Light Lime.
They're wonderful.
Need to transport you.
Can we get Can we get a chat response on Bud Light Limes? What are our opinions on Bud Light Lime? I enjoy them.
I've never even seen those at the store, but I've heard about them.
Yeah, they all kind of taste the same, like all that stuff. White Claws, Trulies, Bud Light Limes. To
Daddy
me.
is drinking sake tonight, or is it pronounced
Oh,
sake?
very
Daddy
classier
went to
choice.
Japanese market today because she had to empty out her office of all her shit. And
You went to the
Then
Japanese market because you had to empty your office?
yes, my old office is by a Japanese market that I used to go to almost every day because it has all kinds of different stuff than they have in the white person market, and it's very nice and interesting to go to. And my building is being, what's that called when they knock it down?
Demolished.
Demolished, and we have to all empty out our stuff. So we all went in there and got our stuff, and it was kind of a sentimental day, and I was like, oh, this. So then I thought, I'll go get some sake or something. Go to the Japanese market, check it out. And I went there, and it was fantastic.
Well, that honestly is
It was fun to see all the white guys with all their Asian girlfriends.
yeah, I have a friend.
Meandering around.
I have a friend like that. Yeah. I have a friend like that. Friend who exclusively, and honestly, one of the worst senses of fashion I've ever seen. Like if you met him, he'd be a very normal guy, but I've watched his evolution, and it really like a very aggressively. I don't want to say boring. I don't want to say
Yeah, you wanna see
ugly. It's not ugly. It's like a sports guy, like an awkward sports guy, not like a super Chad jock. Yeah, but like a
beta
like he
sports
likes
guy.
he likes European soccer and is kind of quiet.
Yeah,
If you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
If you can just fill in the gaps there. So Belly, if you could, what if you could, let's say you're driving the bus for all of male fashion right now.
Yeah. Oh boy.
All of us in the community are in the bus with you.
Uh-huh.
And we're following your lead
Yeah.
to guide the next 10, 20 years of male fashion. Where are you driving us? What would you have us do? What trends would you drive us towards?
Oh Lord, I don't know. This is not my place to take anyone
You
anywhere.
need to figure it out, though. You need to have something.
But my fallback is the thrift store, or like
Okay, thrifty,
you know,
old,
your-
vintage.
or yeah, whatever suits your fancy. If you find something, it doesn't have to be vintage. It's just something that like catches your eye, and you're like, hey, I think this,
Okay.
I could make this work.
Something.
Or like your uncle's closet, something like that. Everybody
So-
has that one uncle that died like a little too young, and your aunt still has his clothes, and it's like, she hasn't like changed the room at all.
Uh-huh.
And then you go in there and you're like, oh, this is Uncle Jerry's like jersey, man. It's like still hung up, like he's gonna put it on tonight. And maybe go through there, see what your Uncle Jerry was rocking. Maybe it looks cool on you, and it will be free.
It will. Well, so interesting. I think that's also. I think that's pretty. Interesting advice to give a bunch of
And people
a bunch
clothes.
of people that have died. Like look through the clothes of people close to you that have died.
Right. And then just
and-
really freak out your auntie.
Find some answers in the past, and bring them into the future. We are carrying our past with us, aren't we? We are merely a connection from past into future, and it's a responsibility that weighs heavy.
Sure. What if you found a wooden leg?
I would, if you found a wooden leg, I'd like to think that I would cut my leg off and put on the leg.
Which, you want to go to maybe a YouTube tutorial first about that, because
Certainly.
that is a body mod that people are doing. Not the leg thing. Well, I think it is like fashionable to be an amputee in some sense. That's a new thing, but I really think you look into that first before you like dive in.
As a mental health professional, I come across a lot of people that are desperate for a sort of realized, explicit expression of suffering, and an explicit expression of suffering that they don't have words for, and so they look for things like that. And I've honestly prescribed that, just doing it in the bathtub, to some people who are so desperate. They've kind of churned through a lot of diagnoses, labels, identities, and they're still just as much of a mess. So I say, cut off a leg.
Yeah, just one. Do you start with are you doing the whole or we're talking about the knee, above the knee?
Well, I start with advising them just cut off their toes and give themselves wooden toes.
Right. Aww, wooden toes. Imagine, so cute.
But if that doesn't do the trick, then it's the whole leg, and there's no ifs,
Yeah.
ands, or buts.
That's how you
Ifs,
know
ands,
that,
buts
like,
about it.
Yeah, you've been in therapy for a while. By the time you get to the thigh, you're like, maybe I should do some that light therapy or something. Consider something else. Ketamine.
Ketamine. Interesting.
Who knows?
Well, listen, Belly, I want to ask you one question before we have to end the call tonight. If you could, if you
Betty is here. What do you need?
if you could help those of us that are committed to kind of wearing athleisure and joggers and jeans and whatnot. Jer Bear, I'm thinking of JJ Expressities into joggers, which are very comfortable and cool. What little hints would you give someone as a true outsider, like we said?
Yeah. To stand out, or
Yeah, something interesting.
Sounds
Yeah,
like there's
just give us a little bit of catnip on the trail.
well, I don't know. You just in terms of like being attractive to others or presenting yourself well.
Yes, whatever. Yes, whatever you said.
I think you have to have just like it doesn't matter what you wear. You just have to have like a little glint in your eye. Like someone has
that's
to.
true.
They'll just know. It cannot be addressed. But if you want to, I think the way that Paul F. Tompkins dresses is cute.
Oh, he does
It's
dress
just
cute.
adorable.
Okay, Paul F. Tompkins.
But you have to be a certain age, otherwise I think it would look silly. Maybe like 40. Start there.
Okay. Okay.
But this is just my opinion.
No,
Most
we
people
need
think-
more opinions in the bushel basket, and I appreciate you throwing yours in there tonight, Belly.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Belly. Well, have a wonderful night, and thank you for calling in again.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. Good night, Belly.
Good night. Good night, Leslie.
Good night. How do I stop dressing like I'm 17? Well, Civic, what does dressing like 17 mean to you? I would love to know. Let's see here. For any would-be amputees, have a hot iron on standby to cauterize the wounds. That is invaluable, and that's something I walk many of my clients through when they're having a sort of very deep crisis, a sort of existential crisis, but not completely existential. It's a very complicated in and out thing that they've cycled through anything that I throw at them, the entire DSM, and they're still just like, what the fuck is going on inside me? So I say, okay, well, I don't see any other option, so get in the tub. And they get in the tub, and I pour some water, and we cut off their toes, put little wooden toes on them. But before that, we do cauterize with a hot iron or a hair straightener. Hair straightener sometimes can be nice because it seals in a different way, depending on the client. Sometimes that doesn't flatter the shape of their foot, having that kind of a seal. Sometimes they just need like a genuine iron to go down and create like a real even stump. But sometimes they want that kind of Ziploc bag sort of seal. It's cooler. I don't know. Depends on if they're a sandal person too. That's a huge contributing factor. If you wear a lot of sandals and you're going to want to burn off your toes in a pretty particular way. Mostly ill-fitting t-shirts and jeans from Civic. Well, I think, mostly in my experience, what's holding someone back is a sense of anxiety or fear of who they are and what they of becoming. It's a fear of becoming. It's a fear of the power that lies that you are the universe blossoming. And certainly you do not stop blossoming at the age of 17. So what's next? I think getting yourself, using the relax function and the channel points can be a good start so that you can relax into what you are and kind of accept and to be that for even just a few minutes. Then begin to question that. That's the second step of explorations, is to question that which we have inherited or developed. Thank you, Doofus. So relaxing is the first thing we do. We can't do anything unless we relax. Relaxation is the sort of first doorway that we walk into, a soft doorway, a perfectly fitting doorway. It smells nice. The temperature is good. There are some cool sounds happening at this river. Then, once we relax, next we'll find maybe that we dress like a 17-year-old still. And Civic, I don't know how old you are, but you can question this. Doofus, if somebody could hit question for me, you can question this. Is this who I am? What am I that expresses itself? Is there a disparity between who I am and how I am expressing who I am? What is it? And this is where we kind of just begin to poke. And then the next most exciting step after we question for a while is to express. An expression is my favorite because then we just turn on the faucet and let it all out. Somebody did both. Butter Nichols jumped out in front. So Explorer, if you're not ready for Explorer, you can die. I've had several students just die flat out, and it's ugly. It's a very sad thing that, I mean, luckily the community is wise enough to know that I am not personally responsible for that. But I will say that it's ugly. When somebody dies from exploring, it's like they've been out in space. Their head kind of explodes and their eyes bulge out, kind of like Videodrome in that Cronenberg film. But in real life. So if you thought it was ugly in the movie, imagine someone you love, their head exploding, and the stakes couldn't be higher for someone who's not ready to explore. So first we would need to express. And that's, I think, going to be where you finally sink into your answers, Civic, is you get to that level and you start to express. And you are the expression. You don't express a thing. You don't find the thing that you need to express. There is a search, there is a journey, but you discover that you are the expression. You become one and you express that which you have found you are, and you allow yourself to be. And then exploration. In terms of exploration, that's where we combine the steps previous and sort of kind of choose your own adventure, design your own rubric, so to speak. We explore through space together. The medium is the message. And that's exploration. So if you find yourself, though, stuck within the program Explorations, I implore you to search through these channel points. Poke around in there. There are a handful of options, more on the way, of ways to shape, ways to sort of jumpstart your exploration. Sometimes you might be stuck on questioning, and you're like, how do I get to expressions? So what you have to, maybe you try fitness, maybe you try covet, and maybe you try innovation, maybe you try travesty, and you find what works for you. Once you reach that level, you can kind of just start hitting buttons, honestly. It's just that those first couple stages, you need to be very careful because you can die, and I mean that in the full legal consequence of these words. Oh, Covet won out. Looks like Doofus won that one. Now, you can die, though. And I know that Twitch frowns on my claiming that. This is, there are many children on this platform. And it's important to take their development seriously. And I am. In letting them know that they can die on this within this program. Maybe this program isn't for them. Maybe they should show this to their parents, and their parents should maybe message me and call me, and we can hang out and get some dinner, get to know each other, and I can be the kid's parent. I have fostered many children. They're all absolutely wonderful people now. I've raised several children from the ground up. Wonderful. Civic, wonderful. What a beautiful night we're having together, aren't we? We got started hot. That hype train, Waxy sort of made it rain on all of us. Rained gifts down on all of us. Do we deserve those gifts? No. Do we cherish those gifts? Yes. (312-612-0853). We're discussing male fashion tonight. What are the do's? What are the don'ts? We've heard a lot of opinions from a lot of different kinds of people. Anywhere from Belly, a true outsider, never having dressed a man, never dressed as a man, but advising us to dress ourselves in our dead relatives' clothing, to sort of shoulder the responsibility of carrying the past into the future, which I thought was interesting. Then we have someone like Jerry Bear who says it doesn't exist. He's just like a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. Then we have some mixed opinions about whether fascists look cool. Generally speaking, the community feels, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the new age fascists tend to look like shit. The older ones look a little bit, I don't know, like the Chanel designed military uniforms of, fascist Germany. Those looked pretty tight. And it's important to admit that, the aesthetic victories of our enemies. Because if we don't do that, then we lose more than I think we would be comfortable with looking at, especially after the fact. Do I have to have kids to get dinner with Leslie Tanner? No, you don't. It helps, because I love being a father. But no, I don't only socialize with parents. I socialize with, probably one of my best friends. Her name is Ms. Waltek. Friends from church. And she is a mess. Definitely doesn't have kids, and thank God she does not have kids. Terrible hoarder, very mean-spirited person at the drop of a hat, but otherwise a very curious and gentle person. She was sponsoring the stream a couple weeks ago with her jam making kids. (312-612-0853). We are discussing male fashion tonight. How long have we? Let's see. Okay. Got some time. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it on a break. I'm gonna go pee real fast and come right back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Oh shoot, we're getting a call. Never mind. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
I thought you need to go pee-pee.
It's Deegie. Yeah, give me 1 second, Deegie, okay? I'm gonna go pee-pee and then I'll come right back.
I'll stay on the line, yeah?
Okay, stay on the line. I'll be right back.
Should I sing a song?
I don't know if they'll be able to hear you. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't hear you. Okay, I'll be right back. Hello, explorers, and hello, caller, Deegeeb. How are you tonight?
I'm doing right.
That's great. So, Deegeeb, we're talking about male fashion tonight. We're curious. We're trying to figure out some do's, some don'ts, some ins, some outs. Tell me, what is your take on male fashion, Deegeeb?
Male passion. I think men should have a passion that both fits themselves and what they want to do in life.
Something that fits them physically and fits what they want to do in life.
Well, then, I mean, your passion doesn't have to be physical. It could be mathematics. It could be yard work, a garden, that kind of thing. Entertaining people, culinary
Right.
skills.
Right. What kind of clothes do you wear? What are you wearing right now?
Sorry?
What are you wearing right now?
Well, you're kind of turning it really sexual. We're talking about people's passions right now, and you're trying to kind of make it a little sexual. You
No,
really
I
want to
just
know what
meant
I'm wearing?
I meant to be more deliberate. But maybe I am being sexual, Deegeeb. What kind of clothes are you wearing right now?
Listen, man. I'm wearing a nice navy blue thong with a double D push-up bra with little twirls on it from Victoria's Secret. Now, I usually don't get this stuff. It's cheap trash, but I had to get this. It's great. It's a great set.
So, good set for Victoria's Secret. Otherwise, that is trash to you, though. You don't like to wear their lingerie normally.
It's overpriced. The CEO is a sexist mongoloid. I apologize if that word is not appropriate, but he's a very bad person.
I don't think you're speaking clearly enough to get us banned.
Well,
So,
that's okay. That's good. I said,
first of all, I need to address something in the chat. I did pee for a long time, and I appreciate Haas. I appreciate the comment about the length of my penis.
how long is it? Let's hear.
I can't show penis.
No, you can just say the number.
No. That's only for me and my prospective partners once I enter that period of my life again.
Okay, you gotta tell Waxy Caps, dude. You gotta tell Waxy Caps at least. And Waxy, you can share with us,
Well, if Waxy wants to know, then Waxy can message me.
And
I'll do
Waxy-
whatever Waxy wants.
Waxy, you better pull through, man. We're waiting, man. Pull through,
Yeah,
man.
whatever Waxy Caps. We'll turn Twitch into No, I can't. Can you even? I don't know Twitch rules. They're so stupid. Anyway, Deegeeb, listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
Are you only wearing lingerie right now? Are you wearing anything on top of that?
Am I wearing anything on top? Mayonnaise. I got my mayonnaise on.
You put mayonnaise on your body.
Oh, yeah.
Is that to attract birds or something?
There's no birds here.
Where are you?
There's no birds. This is a professional workplace.
There are birds outside.
I'm not outside, man. What do you mean? I don't.
Yeah, but you
don't
can
get to
go outside. I don't.
yet.
Why do you have mayonnaise
No, I
on?
cannot. I'm not allowed to go outside. Only Gorby's out and Jabillion's allowed. There's a few people.
Jobillion, I know.
No one's really
Gobi.
sure why they're allowed to go out, but
We
they
haven't
are
heard
allowed
from
out.
either of them in a long time.
Yeah, they probably got hit by a shark or something, and it takes a while for takes a while for the molecules to rearrange back into a solid form. You know what I mean?
Listen.
There's some time in there.
All right, so are you trying to attract birds or not?
No, why would I be trying to attack birds?
I don't
I'm
know.
just wearing what's comfortable, man.
Do you like birds?
Are you wearing what's comfortable for you? Do I like birds? I've never seen a bird. I heard about
You've never
them.
seen
They
a
sound
bird
like
in your life.
jellies. I've seen pictures, not in real life. You ever see something
you wish
that
you
you've seen
s-
in pictures, not in real life?
Do you wish you saw birds? What are your feelings about birds?
Yeah, I kind of want to know what birds look like. I only get, listen, like I said, I only see pictures, but not in real life. I'm talking about dreams, and I hear descriptions of them, words. That's it.
So
We have some
you've heard
theories
them
what they look
described.
like, but we're not sure.
Oh, interesting. So you're a funny little case study. You're like a feral child.
What do you mean, dude?
I mean, like everybody pretty much knows what a bird looks like at a pretty early age, and you don't. So you just have like,
Yeah,
it's like old times for you. We're like,
It's part of the rules, man. It's literally just birds. Any other animal, I know what they look like. I can Google it. I type birds in Google. It's blocked here. You can't look up birds here. I don't know why, man. I don't make the rules. Nobody who knows who makes the rules. That's just how it works.
how old are you?
I could not explain to you in a way that you would understand. It's not possible.
Okay.
The brain would break.
Okay, interesting.
I've had cell phones for a long, long time, though. Way longer than anyone here has.
So you're
You
from the
understand
future?
now? From the future? No, dude. I'm way from the past. But then the
You
past
said
kind
you'd
of
have
becomes
cell
the
phones.
future,
Why would you
becomes
have
the
had a
past, the
cell
future.
phone for a long time if you're from the past?
Because we're allowed to have cell phones in here. We've had them forever. The technology is not new. They're lying to you.
Oh. Like
We had that
Egyptians
thing
had
like
cell phones?
6 million ago.
Aztecs had cell phones?
No, did they not? They did not have cell phones. That's not what I said. I said we had cell phones.
Who's
But
we?
not you guys. You know
Who
we
is
are.
we?
There's not a name. That's the rules. I can't give you location. It's the rules, man. It's like the FBI, but like way tighter. I told you I can't find what birds look like. You think I'm gonna be able to tell you what name and what location we are?
I have no. Yeah, probably not. I guess that makes sense.
It's like not a physical place, dude. It's like an idea. It's hard to explain. We don't exist in reality, except for Joe Billion, Gobi, and a few other people, man. Transport, you know Transporter, right? Gobi told you about Transporter, right? You remember him? He don't like cell phones. If he's within 60 meters of you, he teleports
Right.
to you. And he took Gobi's leg, right? You remember that?
Yep, I remember.
He has one of Gobi's legs. He might bring it back when I'm with. So what's going on? His English isn't that too good. He still speaks the old dialects. It's kind of rough. He's kind of a dick, you know.
So, listen.
He's like a fucking boomer, man. Or like boomer before the boomers. We had boomers before you guys had boomers.
Listen, I agree with you that I cannot understand what you're saying. I know you're
know
trying your
Cinnabon?
best, but
You know
my
Cinnabon is?
my brain cannot handle what you're telling me right now.
You know what a Cinnabon is?
A Cinnabon? Yeah, I love Cinnabons.
Fuck you. We don't have Cinnabons here. And we're not allowed to... Can you explain to me what a Cinnabon is? 'Cause everyone keeps...
Yeah.
Gobi always come back. He's like, I love Cinnabons. I love... And nobody knows anything about that.
What a Cinnabon is? Yeah, it's like a... It's
He's blocked on Google.
A Cinnabon is a big cinnamon roll, about the size of your fist.
What's a cinnamon roll?
With a cinnamon roll is like a sweet, soft bread. If you can imagine like a sweet, soft strip of bread wrapped around itself in like a vortex with like a gooey cinnamon butter sauce, and then topped with like cream cheese, sugar frosting.
It's like an ice cream cone. It's like a tornado ice cream cone with a bunch of sauce in it.
I guess that is kind of close to what I described, but
It's
listen,
kind of
yeah.
It's tall, and there's a bunch of stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that's not what I'm hearing, but I don't know exactly what this. I don't know what this says. I'll let the guys know. You know, we're working on it. I'll let them know what
Yeah, let him know. Listen, I have to ask you a question, though. Since we are talking about male fashion tonight, I want to bring it back to the theme.
Male passions, yeah.
We're talking about male
What's your
fashion.
passion? Entertaining?
No, fashion with an F, as in family.
You're talking
Fashion.
about family? Male family?
No, fashion. The clothes you wear. Fashion.
Passion. With a P.
No, with an F.
You talking about family?
No, I'm talking about fashion with an F. So, why do you rub mayonnaise all over your body? I need to get, because my instinct is.
Linda, I think I might know what's going on here. You might be speaking a blocked word. This might be bad.
Oh, what?
You might be saying like a blocked word.
No, that's not the case.
I think you might be like there's substantive words that aren't allowed, and that might be like a really not good one. If I'm not saying it right, then that means that.
Can you say fascism? Can you say fascist? Can you say fascism?
Passionism.
No.
Passionism?
Listen. Forget the word. Forget the word. Tell me. Digi, I need to know. And the chat wants to know as well. The chat is dying to know. What?
They better not die. That's going to be bad. They don't want to
Why do you rub mayonnaise on your body?
Because it's comfy. Why does anyone do anything? Because it feels good and it's the easiest thing for me to do. What else am I going to rub on myself? Peanut butter? Jelly? That's gross. I can't rub cream cheese all over myself.
What about just like a Vaseline? What about a Vaseline? Have you considered a Vaseline?
We don't use oil products here. We don't use oil products. Oil products is banned.
There's oil in mayonnaise.
Plastic. But it's a different kind of oil. It's natural oil. I'm talking about that crude.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Of dead animals that's been compressed over years and years. Also, I've heard.
Would you recommend any of the other members of the chat wear mayonnaise like you do?
I mean, listen, if your skin's flaking off like mine, then you gotta wear it. That's just how it is. I got unseemly flakes and steaks, and people are not happy about it, so you gotta wear the mayonnaise. It keeps it all together. So if you got, like I said, if you got flakes and steaks, then you may as well, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
I see you drinking lots of water, man. You're gonna have to go pee again right now.
Yeah, well, I keep talking and my throat gets dry, so I have to keep drinking water.
Have you tried drinking, like, juice?
I have. I've tried that. Have you tried drinking
juice?
What
do you think about it? No, I'm not allowed to drink juice. Like, we have it here, but you can't use it for drinking.
I love juice. I love juice.
Okay. I mean, so do
I love a juice. Mayonnaise is a good conditioner, as well as beer. Wait, mayonnaise is a good beer? Or mayonnaise is a good conditioner?
I'm not saying that, man.
Big Ed, 90-Day Fiancé, puts mayo in his beautiful hair. And he does have gorgeous hair.
Is that Big Ed?
Big Ed from 90-Day Fiancé puts mayonnaise in his hair.
He's on our watch list.
Huh?
He's on our watch list.
For what? What did he do?
I can't tell you, man, but he's on the watch list.
Did he do something bad?
I don't know, but he is on the watch list. We don't know why they're on the watch list, but they're watched. Transporter takes a look at.
Well, what can you tell us about Big Ed? Because you can't tease us with something like that every now and again.
I can tell you he's on the watch list, man, and Transporter's got to keep an eye on him.
I have a question from the chat for you. Does he put the mayo on before the lingerie or after?
Why not both, man? Like what?
Both. 2 coats.
Well, I mean, yeah. You don't really need to put a coat on the lingerie, but you know your skin gonna flake off if you only put it on after and under the lingerie. Use your brain, man.
I know. I'm trying to learn. Well,
no, I'm talking to the chat. Chat.
Oh.
I know your brain's well formed, man.
Listen, Digi.
We have you on the well formed brain list. That's why I'm allowed to communicate with you.
On the what list?
Well formed brain.
Well-formed brain. Oh, wow. That is a huge compliment. Hopefully you don't ruin my life, though, somehow.
Well, hey, man. You know how shit is, dude.
I do. Well, Digi, it's been
really
great to talk to you.
Don't like it. Yeah, I mean, okay.
It's been really great to talk to you. It's been an amazing opportunity to pick your mind as far as the use of mayonnaise in lingerie and Tell me, if you could tell every man in this chat to start putting mayonnaise on the skin, is it something that's safe and optimal for men in general, or just certain men?
If you got flakes and steaks, use mayonnaise. But listen, if you don't, then you're gonna look like a freak.
If you've got
You're gonna be a
flakes
freak if you
and
put it on your skin if you don't got flakes and steaks.
see flakes and skakes.
Yeah, baby.
What's skakes?
Skin flakes.
Skin flakes and skakes. Okay, so if you
Yeah,
have
you got
dry
skin
skin,
flakes
it's
and
flake.
steaks and flakes and steaks.
If you have flakes and skakes, mayonnaise is a go. If not, you're gonna look like an idiot, a freak.
Yeah. And any
Okay.
skaters out there, don't wear mayonnaise. I'm not talking to you skaters. Fucking poser bitches.
That is very intense. All right, well, DG, thank you for. I also appreciate the anger at the end of your call. A lot of people end in a positive, pleasant way, but
These skaters, they get me going. I don't want to talk about skaters.
I know.
They have their wheels. They think they're hot shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to stop there before I get you banned.
Let's talk about that next time, because it sounds like there's a lot to talk
You're
about.
going to get banned if I talk about that one.
That's fine. I'm willing to risk it for you.
Hey, man, that's a bad idea. I'm financially set. I don't, I got all the money in the world.
All right. I don't.
That's how that works here,
All right. Well, we'll see. Well,
you should see some of the shit I'm doing. It's kind of fucked up.
yeah. Well, let's save that. Let's save that for next call because I gotta hang up now.
Into the ocean today for military budget, but yeah. Okay. Good night, man.
Okay. Good night,
You should get
Diggy.
some sleep.
You too. I'm going to soon.
Okay. Good.
Worrying about me. I worry about you. As touched as I am when explorers reach out to me, Leslie Tanner, the host of Explorations, I always appreciate it. But it's like it reminds me of something like a parent when they get hit by a truck and they lose their limbs or they're paralyzed from the waist below, and a little toddler draws them a picture of what they looked like before, and they're standing proudly, and the picture, the child is also featured. That's what it feels like when you all reach out to me about that sort of thing. I appreciate it, and I encourage you to keep doing it because it's a good exercise for your empathy. But you should devote more energy towards yourselves. I'm on such a high level spiritually where it would be difficult to explain my needs to you, if that makes sense. Be difficult to share the depth and breadth of my needs. I've learned so much from making love in a solo environment in the sort of my program that I'm almost about done penning and we'll be ready to share with you, but it's a solo love making program, a jacking off program that involves exploring oneself spiritually through the whatever chakra that is, your genital chakra. I don't know if somebody has a better name for that, but Axid, very good question. Hopefully he sees that. Hopefully he sees the question. Yeah, he does sound like Meatwad. We've brought that up. I don't think he's seen the show is the problem. To understand the reference, I don't think he gets that. Man, I'm sorry I missed that question. Best type of mayonnaise. And 312-612-0853. Tonight our exploration has run the gamut between fascism, male fashion, mayonnaise, birds, We got a lawsuit. One of the explorers is embroiled in a lawsuit, having been pushed down the stairs, but he looks like Henry Cavill, so it's not a very sympathetic figure. He's going to lose. He's going to lose that lawsuit, so we're all praying. We're all pushing for him, especially considering the extent of his injuries. 312-612-0853. Explorations. We're discussing male fashion tonight. Beautiful night, beautiful stream tonight. Thank you to each of you for making this such a special night. Kayaker, Waxy, truly making it rain tonight. Everybody that donated bits, though, there were several of you that triggered the blossom function, triggered the sended us. Oh, and there we go, Butternickels with 100 bits. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful stream, though. We have several new followers. We have some I know the lurkers are back there. I know you are. I know you're back there. I'm speaking directly to you right now. Thank you. As excited as I am for you to be inspired to call in, write in, use the Google form link below. I've been checking it. No one's written in a while. But if you're too nervous to call in, I urge you to fill out the Google form below in links in the About section. Many of us may be too nervous to call in. Maybe we don't have the time or technology. Maybe we don't have enough minutes to call in. Some of us may be still on we may purchase our minutes. And if that's the case, it's important. The silence is important. I agree with Waxy. The silence is so critical. Because first, whenever I'm quiet for more than a couple seconds, I am terrified. There's an anxiety that makes me smile, but if I sit with that even longer, there's something nefarious underneath that silence that's waiting for me, and I don't know what it is. But I'm both attracted to it and repulsed from it. It's a monster that I know I must kill, but I'm afraid to face. I'm afraid that I might meet my own demise. And we're getting a new caller. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
You can call me Lily.
This is not Leslie.
You can call me Lily.
I can call you Leslie, but that's not your name.
Well, you know my name is. Come on now, Lily.
Is this Fenton?
Oh, yeah, you on now, Nev.
Well, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
How is your heart? How is your heart tonight?
How my heart tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Full of cum.
All right. Full of cum. Your heart's full of cum. Are you horny tonight?
Like I said it's fury coming. I'm having bad heartburn. You might miss on family.
You have heartburn.
Well, I got heartburn. There's a fairy coming in my heart.
There's a fairy coming in your heart.
Fury. There's a fury. I was trying to talk like a New Yorker. There's a fury coming in my heart.
Fury coming in your heart.
Yeah, it's real.
A fire. What's that fire coming from? What'd you eat today? Is it emotional? Is it dietary? Tell us about it.
How it is. I just had some beans and a little bit of crackers. Like some beans.
Do you eat anything other than beans and crackers from day to day?
Oh yeah, I do.
What kind of foods do you eat?
What kind of food do you think I eat?
I think you eat beans and crackers.
I eat some ribs. Get some ribs on there.
Do you eat hot dogs? I bet you eat hot dogs.
Nah, I don't eat hot dogs. That's gross.
Wow.
I don't know what that means.
What about do you eat McRibs? Do you eat fast food, McDonald's?
Hey, fast food ain't good for you.
Do you eat any vegetables?
I can't eat it. So
do you eat any vegetables?
Beans. That's a vegetable. Ain't it?
It's a legume.
That's a vegetable. It comes from a plant.
That doesn't mean from a plant. That doesn't mean it's a vegetable.
It came from a plant.
That's not what that means.
It came from a factory plant. Yeah, dude. It came in a can. That's how it worked.
Well, listen. Tonight.
Oh, listen.
Tonight we're talking about male fashion.
What do you say?
We're talking about male fashion tonight. What are some different periods of your fashion that have developed over the course of your life?
Nah, I'm not. I'm a boy, Lily.
All right, so you're in the Jer Bear camp. You agree with Jer Bear that there's no such thing as male fashion.
I don't have a period, Lily.
You agree with Jer Bear that there is something as an oxymoron to believe in male fashion. It does not exist.
Are you talking about dress up?
What?
You talking about dress up?
Yeah, sure. Like, what do you wear to a wedding or a funeral or a job interview or something?
Interview. Why do you do the interview?
Let's just stick with a wedding and a funeral then. What did you wear when somebody close to you died?
Well,
are your parents dead?
You know it, Lily.
So what did you wear?
Died.
What did you wear to their funeral?
Well, I wear the what do you call them? My alligator. What am I thinking? My alligators, and I wore my big hat. I went out with a shovel and we did a big hole. My gators.
Okay, so that's pretty nice.
Cause you gotta do the whole stuff, man.
Yes, you wore alligator leather to your parents' funeral.
No, I wear my alligators for waiting. My waiters. They call them the waiters. I call them my alligators.
I don't know what you mean.
They kind of like a rubber.
Did you hit your head?
No, they're made from rubber. They go all the way up and over.
You sound Australian. Are you part Australian?
No, Lily. What are you talking about?
The way you said...
You don't know about your gators and waiters, Lily?
No, I'm not. I don't know anything about what you're talking about, but also the sound of your voice...
They're rubber overalls, Lily.
Huh?
Lily, they are rubber overalls. You don't know about rubber overalls?
Oh, yeah. You wore rubber overalls to your parents' funeral.
Yeah, because you got a big old dig of the hole and got to go down the swamp.
How close were you to your parents?
When I was digging the hole, they were right next to me.
No, but I mean, like, emotionally speaking. Did you like them?
They like my parents.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to like your parents, Larry?
I mean, did you love them or like them? How did you feel about them?
How you feel about your parents, Larry?
I don't have any.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't have any right now. I don't know how to tell you that.
No, I didn't
Then
have
how
any
about
to
that?
feel anything about.
You don't have no parents?
No.
Why not?
It's part of my trials and tribulations.
Is this some kind of book you writing or something?
It will be. It'll be a part of my
Kind of
memoir.
like a book. You're writing
I have somebody writing a memoir for me based on
Then
interviews
you
that I've
ain't
given.
writing that memoir. You're going to be writing that.
No, I have somebody writing it for me. So listen, it sounds like you didn't like your parents.
What they call that? What they call that when someone writes it for you?
Ghostwrite.
You ain't supposed to bring up ghosts, Lily. You know that.
Oh shit.
I feel
right.
Kabush is gonna be real. He might get arrested. He made that illegal. You know that. He made that illegal.
Well,
around
just
here.
hold
I
it
can't talk
together.
about
Hold
that
it
no
together.
more.
Hold it together. Hold it together. Don't think about it.
My invisible babies, Lily. I'm thinking about them right now.
They're not
I
invisible.
can't
They're
believe you
not
did that to me.
existent. You don't have
They are
children.
invisible. They
No.
are deceased and invisible.
Fenton, you don't have any kids. No one stole your cum after
I'm
you
seeing
jacked
my
off in
sweet
the
baby.
shower.
I'm seeing my sweet baby.
There's no
Shower,
such
Lily.
thing.
You think I do a shower here? You think we got running
You
water
jack
like
off in
that?
the bathtub?
Lily, I don't do no bathtub. When it rains, we go outside, Lily. Come on. Use your brain. What you thinking?
Listen, this would be fun to talk
Yeah.
about, but you need to. Let's see. I need to check in with the chat.
Yeah, you do. You don't. You
Yeah, I
never
was
don't
walked
check on
into.
chat.
I was walked into it.
You were lost in the sauce, as they say down here.
No.
I'm kind of lost in the snot right now. That's real stuffy.
But we've got somebody that
of
likes
my
you in the
allergies
chat.
speaking.
You're well liked.
Somebody who
You're
what?
well liked here. Did you know that, Fenton?
No, not really. Are they trying to like move in or something?
What?
Is it kind of like a love interest?
I don't know. Belobi,
Is
is
it
this a
kinda-
love?
what-
Is this
how
kind of
kinda
like a
they
love
like it?
interest? Is this like a
What
Where's
you
this
say,
going?
Belobi?
Belobi?
Who that?
A member of the community that says they like you.
Belobi.
We're gonna find out if it's romantic.
Meat. It's kind of sound like offensive meat that you get at the grocery store.
Bologna
Oh,
is
I-
not fancy.
I'll have some bologna. You said bologna? Oh my God, Lily. You think bologna is offensive meat? That's funny.
No, you said that.
You correct me, yeah. I said bologna. That's different than bologna.
I like the
Hey,
way
yeah,
he
yeah,
speaks,
yeah.
is what Belobi says. They don't. It sounds like there's no romantic spark there.
Huh.
They just like
don't
the way
make
you
'em-
speak.
They don't make them that like me down there, I guess. They don't make them
Yeah.
like me. Yeah.
Well. Listen, I need to know if you, like, let's say you had to go meet like a king, right? So you had to go to a fancy party with
I'm
celebrities.
getting executed or something?
No. You're a guest.
Oh, you gonna
And-
run a party soon, are you saying?
Who's your favorite celebrity? Who's your favorite actor?
My favorite, Carmichael.
No, like in the movies. Who's your favorite person in the movies?
If I go to a king, I'll go to Carmichael.
What about Pamela Anderson?
Pamela Madison. I
Have
don't
you
know who that
seen
is.
any movies in your life?
In a movie. I'm thinking about that. I saw Rain Man.
Okay, so listen, the cast of
No,
Rain
that's
Man,
what I mean.
all big Hollywood celebrities, are having a party and they invited you. What do you wear to the party?
I'm wearing a whole lot of toothpicks.
Oh,
can
because he
really turn it in
counts
real life.
toothpicks?
Yeah, well, we're gonna see if we can really turn it. I don't think so. I think that's what they call the movie magic.
Yeah,
You know?
that is.
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't think you're really going to understand what I'm trying to get at. So, I'm going to kind of bail on that question.
You don't
Um,
understand what I'm trying to get at? They're the Hollywood elite.
No, yeah, I get it.
But they're not so elite. They're just like us.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you can count that many toothpick.
You're right.
Can you count?
You're
Can you count that many toothpick?
no, sir.
Well, that's right. It's not possible. You know, there's people who claim they can speak like 3 languages. It's not real. It's fake.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to start calling
You
people
can't
out.
do that.
There's somebody
right.
I know that says they speak 3 languages, but I'm going to confront them tomorrow.
Anyone over 2, that's too many.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'll
I
speak
agree
one
with
and
that.
a half.
I agree
I'll
with
speak one and a
that.
half language.
Be normal.
You talking to me?
No, to the person who says they speak 3 languages, I say just be normal. Stop it.
I mean, they only speaking one when they're telling you. So how are you speaking 3? You can't speak 3.
That's a good point.
You can't even. If you can't speak them all at the same time, you ain't speaking 3. You're speaking 1.
That is so funny. Bless you. Well, listen,
I don't sneeze.
Fenton.
Did you sneeze? Someone sneezed?
No, I just meant whatever. I meant just I wish you good fortune. I wish you positivity. I wish you spiritual clarity. I wish
You
you.
gonna send me some fortune cookies?
Yes, I am.
That's my favorite
in
part
a
of the
way, in
meal.
a manner of speaking. Listen, Fenton.
We order from a Chinese place. I just eat the fortune cookies.
Well, listen. Hey, listen to me, okay? I want you to have a great night. I want you to have a great weekend.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna have to
Hey,
end the call.
if you ever need no technical support, I'll do the news on Jailbird computer all day, so I can probably help you out with that.
Yeah, you just type out the news, right?
Well, it's a lot. You're gonna do it on the keyboard. You gotta find what the letters are. Because I speak 1.5 language. It's a little difficult with how many languages I speak.
Okay. Well, interesting. Maybe you could present some news next Tuesday, because I don't think a lot of us read the news here.
I mean, I could do that.
Okay. Okay. Well, you have a good night, okay, Fenton? We'll talk to you later.
All right. Good night.
All right.
Talk to you
Night.
later.
Giggity Byte, this is my phone number, 312-612-0853. Tonight, we're discussing male fashion, among other things. If you'd like to call in and you have some opinions about the do's, the don'ts, the ups, the downs, what is male fashion to you? What is male fashion to you? And yeah, he kind of walked me right into the ghost thing. That was stupid on my part. I triggered him. He wanted to be triggered, though. To be honest, he was looking to be triggered. Well, Giggity Bite, if you don't feel like calling tonight, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Or feel free to fill out the Google Forms. If you find yourself looking for, searching for advice, for some sort of guidance that I can provide, and you are nervous to call in, simply fill out a Google Form. I do check it, and I just haven't noticed anybody writing in the Google Form, so I'll just kind of bring it up more explicitly from now on. But if not, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, Giggity Bite, thank you. Yeah. Don't feel pressured. If you want to call in, cool. But if not, no worries. Again, it's every Tuesday, Thursday. Also, there's a Google form if you just want to send something in. Everyone, please welcome Giggity Bite to Explorations. Explorations is a program. It's a forum. It's a community where we all meet together to explore that which lies within us and without us. We interrogate the border between these two seemingly disparate worlds to harness the true power of our mind, body, spirit, and to become the idealized version of ourselves that we know is in there. We sense it in there. It's pulsating through us. It's pulsating through us. It's coursing through our blood. Thank you, Mish. So, Giggity Bye, if you're looking to get started, there are 4 central tenets of explorations: relax, question, express, and explore. If you open up the channel points, you'll see a menu of avenues for which to explore. And I encourage you to start at the beginning. Tanner Leslie ascribed. Thank you, Tanner. Bless you, Tanner Leslie. Bless you, Tanner Leslie. What a fruitful. The universe smiles upon this project tonight. The universe smiles upon the light that we foster. The light that others some fear, but some are drawn to. Light draws light, but it can also draw a resentment, a protection, a defense, a fear, and each sub, each bit, each everything allows us to both draw in more light, but also protect ourselves from those which want to steal from us and extinguish our lights. And we have one more caller. It looks like we've got a caller. Very exciting. Caller, thank you for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
You can call me Bianca.
Bianca, hello. Is this your first time calling Explorations?
Yes.
Hi. Well, welcome. Well, it's great to hear from you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. We're just streaming along, having a really great night. A lot of different characters have called in tonight. Now the theme tonight is mainly centered around. If someone could go ahead and type theme into chat, that'd be great. It's centered on male fashion. One of the great mysteries of the universe. And I don't know if do you have any familiarity with Catholicism?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you Catholic or practicing Catholic, or did you grow up Catholic?
No, sir.
Okay, so are you familiar with the mysteries of Catholicism?
No.
Well, for they're just the parts where they say we don't know. So you ask a question like, how did the Immaculate Conception happen? And they're just like, oh, it's a mystery.
Okay.
And that's what they just refer to. And there's a handful of other mysteries. So within the Explorations community, universe, project, forum that we have here together, male fashion is one of those mysteries. We don't understand it. It's hotly debated as to whether it even exists in the first place. We've had several callers say that it doesn't. So just right off the top of your head, I would love to hear you just reflect on male fashion for us.
Well, male fashion. I'm not too familiar with it. But I've had some adult men in my life,
Sure.
around, and they wear flannels or sweaters, something nice, not too formal, but generally all right. But I think one of the reasons I wanted to call tonight was I wanted some advice on male fashion for my boyfriend.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'd love to jump in here. Tell me about your boyfriend. Tell me the situation that we're walking into right now.
Okay, all right. So I want you to picture a gentleman who is about, say, 5'11", all right?
Uh-huh.
And he is, how do I put it? He's girthy.
Okay.
Okay. He has a bit of, let's say, he has a good diet, all right?
So so what I'm... Right, but the kind of girth, though, you say girthy, you didn't just say, I don't know, maybe you're trying to be nice and are avoiding the word, maybe more aggressive words, but there's it also, when I imagine girthy, I imagine some muscle underneath that mass, too.
It's very underneath. I would say, morbidly obese, but,
Interesting.
fashionably.
Okay. Fashionably Morbidly obese.
Yeah, like engorged.
Engorged. Interesting. Okay.
Like,
This is
like Roman, like nobility, right?
Oh,
Eats
okay. So rosy cheeks, like he eats well, but like jolly and light in spirit, confident.
Yeah. Yeah, like a prize pumpkin.
Okay, that is an adorable picture.
Yeah.
Prize pumpkin. Okay, go ahead. Continue. Keep elaborating. I want to hear more about it.
Okay. So he has kind of like greasy, like shoulder length hair, and it's wavy, and his hair is thinning.
Greasy shoulder length hair that is thinning. Is it a straight hair? Wavy?
It's
Curly?
wavy and it's black.
Okay.
Okay. Like if you run your fingers through it, it's very soft and like feathery, but like when you draw your hand back and look at it, there's grease on your hand. You have to wipe it on your pants.
Oh, interesting. So it doesn't he doesn't wash his hair a lot.
I think he does. He's just very sweaty.
Just a sweaty guy. Okay. Yeah.
I would like to incorporate that into the fashion if possible. He is oily.
Oily guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's his complexion like?
Okay. He has a kind of darker complexion. I would say the color of dry earth.
Dry earth. So would you say he's like dark like a Sicilian or Greek? How they can get kind of dark or darker than that, or maybe a little lighter?
I would say slightly darker, like from a young age, the sun has been kissing his skin more than gently.
Okay. Real firm smooches from the sun.
Yeah, it's more of like a man from the Iberian Peninsula allowed himself to get too much sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just become a part of him.
Okay.
And the creases of his skin, such as his joints or his neck, are darkened by and velvety by his fat rubbing together.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm getting a clear picture. Yeah. So somebody, we've got a somebody asked compared to Stavros Halkias. So are you familiar with who that is?
No.
Okay, he's one of the hosts of a podcast called Come Town. He's a thick fella, and maybe similar to what you described. But I'm not getting the vibe of a Stavros. I'm getting I don't think Stavros could pull off what I think your boyfriend could pull off. First of all, I mean, I can't recommend turtlenecks enough. Mm-hmm. I think in general they are cool and class up the look in a sort of in an unconventional way. Like a lot of, if you went to just your, I don't even know, if you went to your like cool guy stores, you're going to get a lot of the same shit. And that's not what we want for your boyfriend.
Okay.
I mean, I'm feeling like, honestly, I'm feeling like a mid-century Cuban look for him. I
think you're on the right track.
Yeah, like maybe some loose-fitting linens and something that breathes, something that doesn't like stick to his skin, so that it kind of, because if that's the case, then it might absorb oil and sweat, and we don't necessarily want that as part of an outfit. We can, if we wear loose-fitting linens, some slacks that kind of have some give to them. Maybe some. I'm thinking. If it's colder, I would absolutely recommend turtleneck. So how do you feel about him in a turtleneck?
I was just going to comment on that. Well,
Yeah, go ahead. Comment on that.
And you look stunning in your turtleneck, I must say.
Thank you.
But around Christmas time, I noticed that he was wearing a lot of like sweatshirts, jackets, but not like, I thought that he would look good in a sweater, right? So I went to the mall and I found him just the cutest little, well, I shouldn't say little, it was very big, a very big Shaquille O'Neal brand sweater. It's soft and it was tan.
No, that's a cool look.
And
yeah.
But it was very form fitting, right? I thought he looked good in it, but his what do we say? Movies were.
This is the second time tonight that's come up. Moobs.
I see. Yeah, I think it's becoming more prevalent, and you know what? I do enjoy it, but his breasts were very toned in said sweater.
Right, and probably he wasn't a fan of that, I'd imagine.
At first, I think he didn't mind, but I think somebody commented on it because he hasn't worn it since, and I haven't even seen it lately. So I think it's been shoved to the depths of behind the bed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I think that there's, when I imagine your boyfriend as you've described him, like a dark complexion, feather soft hair that kind of has like an oily vibe to it, just in general. I imagine like a Cuban Godfather sort of figure, somebody whose gravitas and authority, is kind of just implied. And he doesn't need to try very hard. I think wearing a lot of textures, wearing a lot of different patterns, I think that can be fun if he feels like it, but I don't think it's necessary. I think someone of his size kind of commands a certain, it has a certain presence, and it commands a respect, ultimately, if he taps into that. I think there's a certain, just the animal, even just the animal force of his body, he's in, if he holds his ground, like you're going to notice him. You're not going to necessarily want to pick a fight with him because he's one of the biggest guys in the room, I'd imagine. Regardless of whether he is overtly, explicitly masculine or something, I think there's a silent power. And I think a sort of between the complexion and the hair texture, maybe like and I say Cuban Godfather rather because I think those colors might be a little more fun.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and I'm starting to get a picture of what you're talking about.
Shaq sweater. That is such a that you really roll the dice with that. Do you look back on that and think like, man, I really took a chance?
I totally think so. I looked at it and I was having a hard time finding clothes in his size that weren't over maybe $50. Because, by the way, there aren't very many stores that cater to 4 or 5 XL. I totally understand that. At the same time, it's very frustrating when it comes to shopping for him.
True.
But I really liked the kind of clothes you were talking about because I think it goes well with his how do I say this? His advanced age.
How old is he? Is he an old guy?
Yeah. I mean, not quite old. He's 34, but I'm 19, so obviously, I have a hard time with his fashion.
Sure. Well, he's also in an awkward period of his life, too, because he can't dress like he's, 18, 20 years old anymore. But at the same time, there's not a lot of options. You can't just, graduate up to, J.C. Penney retired guy, suburban. That's like a give up. You might as well just end it. You might as well just walk off into the ocean if that's the case, in my opinion. So, I think... so you're looking to buy something. I would say, honestly, it's coming. The summer's coming up, and to kind of, I know probably someone of his size isn't dying to wear shorts, isn't dying to wear tank tops. I do think linens or some maybe have you tried some big dog t-shirts just as cash?
Yeah, he mostly wears t-shirts. He used to wear mostly white t-shirts, which I really liked on him, but an issue arose where they would start to get stained. Like I said, he's a very oily gentleman. Yeah. But I totally agree with the summer, and I didn't even think about that. We live in the desert, so it's really it's good to dress light here, and but I usually do the shopping. He doesn't really speak much English.
What is it? What language does he speak?
He speaks Spanish.
Okay.
But
I don't speak. You don't speak any Spanish?
No, not really. I mean, I can talk about how I like to ride my bike and stuff, or about
Go ahead and say
that.
that sentence for us. Go ahead and say that sentence.
A mí me gusta montar en mi bicicleta de vez en cuando.
Wow.
I like to ride my on occasion, man.
Wow, that was great.
Thank you.
And if that's the leaping point for y'all's relationship together, it's I can imagine it's very fruitful.
Yeah. We met at a 7-Eleven. I saw him. He was walking out of the store kind of around the back entrance. It's right next to a record store, so I was at the record store. By the way, I love this record store, but the issue is that it's not right next to the gas station. In an area of town where you'd come to find people at a gas station who are high. Let's say high. So I was walking out of the record store, and I was going to go to the gas station because I wanted a drink before I left. And he was walking out, and there was a particularly violent gentleman standing on the side, and I wasn't in front of the store, and this frightened me a little bit because he hadn't noticed me yet, but he was kind of tossing his hands up, and he had a wild look in his eyes, almost animalistic, right?
Sure.
So I kind of walked past him, and he starts shouting, and I don't know if he was doing this before, because there weren't really anyone else around besides other people who were intoxicated, so they were unfazed, of course, and he was just for lack of better words, tweaking. So my boyfriend, he passed, and he kind of noticed the situation was dangerous, and he started talking to him, but I didn't understand what the heck they were saying, and it got physical. It got physical.
So listen, I think that kind of puts a perfect little cap on what we're talking about here. The physical prowess is a very attractive part of your boyfriend, and I think somebody who commands that kind of physical gravity doesn't need to do a lot. I would say, given it's hot where you are, some light linens would be nice. Sort of like a sort of Godfather-like figure. Especially at that age, I think you don't have to worry about impressing as much. You have a natural sage a natural sage wisdom and experience inside of you that if you can lean back a little bit into it and just wear clothes that allow you to shine from that relaxed position, I think is going to be the answer. And so I'm thinking more I'm trying to think of like an actor or a celebrity or a character or something. You could also probably get away with wearing hats too, probably like a fedora or something too. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to say anything else because I think I'd love to see how this develops and expresses. I think if you get him an outfit, start somewhere in there and just see how he feels because I think he's going to really shine through.
Most definitely. Thank you so much. One more question before I go, though, if you don't mind.
Sure, go ahead.
So he does lawn work. Specifically, we have a lot of palms in the desert, a lot of palm trees in people's yards. So he goes door to door and he asks them if they need their palm trees cut, right? So he'll go up there and he cut them, you know, how it is. How do you think he should dress to convey that he is a hard worker who will definitely cut their palm trees to a nice degree? Because he is going up to these people's doors and soliciting his services. How does he look fashionable while doing yard work?
What kind of people is he trying to appeal to?
Door to door, generally middle class.
Politically, where do they go? Where do they lean?
Where do they lean?
Yeah, conservative, liberal.
Conservative, most definitely.
Yeah, probably something a little. Nicer, because if you're from like an urban place where there's a lot of like tech employees, then they have this kind of fetishized idea of laborers. So really playing up the laborer aspect would be in the favor. But if you're in that kind of neighborhood, I would say personally, maybe I have honestly what are the I have no is what he's wearing not working out?
It's fine.
There we go.
I mean,
so our channel father has a suggestion: cargo pants and a polo with some work boots, some hiking boots or some work boots.
That is perfect. I can see him in that.
I think that would crush.
It works like a t-shirt, but looking more presentable.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also we have an example of the celebrity I was thinking about before, Marlon Brando, like mid-late Marlon Brando, maybe around like Dr. Monroe, which I don't know what exactly. I'm trying to remember what that was. I kind of do. I would say mid-late Marlon Brando, though. I think that's going to be the move. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful to you, Bianca.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Leslie Tanner.
Absolutely. Thanks for calling in. I really appreciate it. We'll call back in again if you have any updates about any of this.
Of course, I totally will. Have a good evening.
Yep, you too. Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Hopefully some of that works out. Big guys don't have a lot of options. Big guys don't get a lot of options. I mean, men in general don't have a lot of fashion options. Well, gay men have more options than straight men. Which I'm happy for. I'm happy for them for that. I celebrate gay male fashion, which is something that didn't even come up tonight. No one even brought it up. Just a couple of guys that said male fashion doesn't even exist. Then But it's, you know, if you're even bigger, then it's you just have your options are more limited. So, but I think there's something to the idea that once you're embodying that level of that kind of size, people come to you. You don't have to run around with like a chicken with its head cut off, like some wiry little 18-year-old eel. Some angry little twink running around trying to prove everything to everybody. You hit the brakes a little bit. Kind of drape cloth over yourself. Yeah. Fashion curious. Interesting. Yeah, I've always felt that was unfair. It is annoying. It's annoying for sure. Not a lot of options as far as, you know, patterns. You know, there in the past 10, 15 years, there's been a lot of like college frat bro, like boater styles, like a lot of like patterns that are, in my opinion, mostly goofy, but every once in a while they'll have something that's like maybe, but not. Like almost interesting and cool, but not. At the end of the day, it's kind of more interested in sucking its own dick than it is in being more universally cool. Help me, I'm twitching. Welcome to Explorations. Explorations is if you haven't heard, if you haven't gotten a rundown of exactly what Explorations is and what we do here, just know that you are home. This doesn't have to be your only home or your main home, but a home that you can always stop by and check in. A sort of ground zero, and instead of a sort of terrorist attack, it's a launch pad from which we will launch the opposite of 9/11. The opposite, an 11/9 of the spirit and body and mind, where we discover that which we are meant to become by relaxing, questioning, expressing, and exploring. Doofus, thank you. So first we must relax. Relaxing gets us into our body. Now, as we relax, it's important not to get stuck in our minds as we come back into our bodies. And our body is there to carry us, to physically represent us, and just allow it to do that and give it permission to release the tension it's holding. And as we do that, we'll find certain things about reality around us. For instance, do I have too many dirty dishes around? Is it starting to smell? Did one of my parents trick me when I was little into thinking that I was good at drawing? Question. Maybe ask that question. Am I talentless? And maybe you are. Maybe you don't actually have that talent. Maybe it was not a trick. Maybe they were just trying to help you. Or they were like, they saw you pick up an instrument. They were like, yo, it's been about a year and you don't sound good. Maybe that was not a trick, but maybe it was a trick. But we asked the question, you're the only person who has that answer. And once we have some answers, it's time to express. So that's when you start to say, no, it wasn't a trick. And you paint your paint, and you sing your song, and you, much like this eagle behind me, you spread your wings and fly through the universe and let the world know you're here. Much like the eagle must express itself in order to eat, find love, make love, give birth, feed its children. But as we become tired of expression, we will need to reflect and sort of craft our own methods of of exploring the universe. And then that's when we explore, and that's when we turn back. Maybe we feel we need to reflect. Maybe we need to go back to relaxing. Maybe we need to just take a sip of water and sing our song again. And this is exactly where it all becomes one. And like I said earlier, if you are not ready for the stage, you could die. I don't know if there are any covet. Giggity bite. Yes, covet is a stage of exploration that's a little more advanced. Now, covet is to want to take, to want to own and have. This can be an animating force, though, at the same time, as much as it is viewed as a sin to Judeo-Christian religions. It can also be the reason we get out of bed, can't it? And if that's what is happening, I don't think that's a sin. I think that's good. I think anyone that would say that it's a sin is a fool. But you'll find others down in the channel points. Help me, I'm twitching. You'll find more in the channel points. The more advanced ones are more expensive with channel points, such as lack, and you'll see. Those are for the moment only the most advanced explorers among us. Again, I have had students die. I am not legally responsible for that. I worked that out with Twitch when I started this channel. I said, listen, I've got a self-help program, but it could kill you. It could kill a lot of people that participate. And they said, cool. I don't think they were listening. I think they were just kind of nodding along. But in the state in which I reside, that's legally binding. So that worked out in my favor. Half of you could die, and I could still be just fine. In a legal standpoint, I'd be sad emotionally, certainly. And spiritually, explorations will have lost some of the brightest, most, ambitious soldiers. But legally, I'll be fine. I won't have any consequences at all. I'm searching for that reason. What is that reason? To express, to grow, to be, to reach, to overcome, to weep. These are all human stages of life. Miserable, yes. That cannot be denied. There's a certain misery in being alive, isn't there? A certain unavoidable sort of darkness. You feel it when you open your eyes, sort of heaviness. You can kind of talk yourself out of its reality. You kind of overcome it, kind of push through it. Your repressive muscles glue back over the wound. And that's good, I guess. But is it? Is it good? Is it all good? Only you have the answers. And that's why we come together in explorations, to investigate, to probe, and find a way to have our answers, as fleeting as they may be. And that's why we come together and discuss things like male fashion. It's crucial to discuss things such as male fashion, the mysteries. What is it? What's going on there? Who knows? Does it exist? Well, everyone, it's getting to be that time. We're about 3 hours, 40 minutes in. I did take a little piss break, so maybe, let's say 3:30. I just want you to know how cherished each of you are and how much I look forward to each of our sessions together, each of our explorations, each one better than the one before it, each one revealing a more prescient, fundamental truth about the world around us. And again, I act as a conduit for that, but we all place our experiences, our intuition, our wisdom at the altar of the community for its progression along its own terms. I think that's gorgeous. I think that's beautiful. Thank you to everybody that participated tonight. Yes, help me on Twitch and please come back. Please come back. Giggity Bite. Also, Waxy. Now, Waxy is the sort of channel. Papa. Thank you, Papa. You've really helped us out tonight. Now, also, anyone else that, threw up some bits. Anybody that called. Anybody. I think there was a couple anonymous donators, which I appreciate. And it didn't even shut down the whole system, which is kind of nice. Either way, bless each of you. Namaste. I hope each of you, have some fun this weekend. Let your hair down. Maybe have some laughs. Have some drinks if you feel like it. Unless you're sober and you're trying to stay on that straight and narrow. At least think about it before you do it. Don't necessarily just do it because I said. That'd be dumb. At least just think about it. If you're sober, just think about it. Think about drinking and then laugh and remember. One of my friends who's been sober for about 5 years says that the biggest thing about being sober that stood out to him is how boring it is. Is that he used to drink every night and it would separate his days, but now it's just all one day, is what he says. His name is Dr. Jerry Elkhart, and hopefully he'll come back to the stream. He's an occasional guest here. But like I said, have some fun this weekend. Find some joy. I'll miss you until next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, where we'll explore again together. And until then, take care of yourselves. And if you need anything, just join the Discord. The community is here for you now, especially for those of you that are new and looking to become acquainted. Join the Discord, and if you need any guidance in between sessions, you can certainly find it there. But until next Tuesday, namaste. Namaste to each of you.